Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Take two. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. We actually should have just started the show with no audio as an April Fool's joke.
No.
We could have done something there. We could have actually played off of that.
Well, because that's what they got us. Did you know about that last year? That's how they got Dusty, Lieutenant
There was the
Eric, and myself.
whole, we have no audio and all that.
Yes. Because that's when we got the Discord together, and I guess they all, the night before, were like, oh, we need to prank the fellas. And so...
It worked.
It did. It's like the producer's worst nightmare, because I'm like...
What is wrong?
I'm like, it's coming through. Everything I see, the level's going through. But they...
Damn, we could have got our revenge. We could have just been like, no, the audio's fine. But we knew that there was something wrong with it.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're here with you now. It is the Hangout. Matt YouTube, Trev, Tom Gazzola with you here on this fine Tuesday, which isn't just April Fool's. It is also Reed's birthday today. So happy birthday, Reed.
Happy birthday, Reed.
To Reed for that.
He's a good friend of mine. And ours.
Very nice.
Who's actually dominating at 21 right now.
Yeah.
He's got that granny shot.
It's
I wouldn't
weird.
say dominating.
I've been seeing him win a lot of games.
I won
Brendan,
20
the intern on the other side of the camera too.
I had a 21 game win streak against him, and no one said that was...
That was pure domination. Reed wanted to quit. I kept telling Reed to quit.
Straight up.
Reed kept complaining. Reed kept going like, this isn't even fun anymore. And it was really annoying hearing his negativity. So I'm like, Reed, just quit. Like, you're done. Just stop playing the game.
Yeah, every game is...
I was not being positive in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't trying to be motivational. I just kept being like, no, just Reed, you should quit. Like, get out of this. Like, never pick up the basketball ever again.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And yesterday, though, I don't know who was here in this room that saw the game Dusty played against Reed.
I did.
I saw the clip.
With him whipping the ball.
Yeah. It hit me. I was playing video games.
Who whipped it?
So Reed got a big lead.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Dusty started
And
pulling
Dusty
that crap.
just kept, like, he'd sink one, and then he'd whip it against the board, and it would bounce, and Reed had to get rebound control.
Yeah.
And Dusty came back, got it close, and then Reed finished it off.
That's a coward's way out. I've never done that.
That's
I never
called
will.
strategy.
I mean, yeah, but you beat him with skill, not with strategy. Like, anyone can do that. Not anyone can, if you want to be good, if you want to show your skill, you come back and win with dominance. With just shots, yeah. You don't I hate when people do that. I will never do that because I'm not a coward.
People will take advantage of this.
Yeah, they will. And that's the thing. I only do it to Dusty because he does it to me. And I'm just like...
You just said you never do it.
Yeah, well, I'll do it
point.
like... I'll only do it because Dusty does it. If we're in a game and I'm losing...
You'll just accept it.
Yeah, but then he starts doing it. I'm like, okay, you want to play that game? I'll play that game. But I'll never do that to Reed. God bless Reed. I would never. Because I like having, a respectful game.
I think Reed wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
He did not appreciate it. Also,
it's not fun. It's annoying.
you guys are so dialed in with this basketball game that they were talking about which ball to use, because we have 3 basketballs in the studio.
Yeah, that's another
in
thing.
the bullpen. And he's like, softball or regular?
Yeah.
And I looked, I'm like, what is going on here?
Well, we had a really good ball, and it was my favorite ball. It was the smallest one, and it was hard. I liked how it felt in my hand, and we always played with that one, and I liked it a lot. But yesterday, for whatever reason, Dusty felt like
Little child over there.
inflating it, and he put 5 solid pumps into this ball, so now it's like twice its size. It's totally messed with my throw. It bounces way more.
Okay, I got two things on that. One, deflate it and get it back to.
I'm going to today.
Why did Dusty get to choose what ball?
To inflate?
Why? Like, who gets to
use.
choose which ball going into the game?
It's kind of
I think you guys now got to rock paper scissors for this. Winner gets to choose which ball.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're at that point. Before I'd grab all 3 balls. I'd be like, hey, you pick. And then Reed would be like, oh, I like this one today. Oh, I want this one today. And then, so it kind of, every day it changes. But I liked it when Reed picked the small ball.
Have you ever played a game?
Nope.
Yeah, he hasn't.
I played a couple early, but I haven't gotten into it since.
I'll throw a few, but I get very frustrated because like you can't arc it, and that rim is tough.
It's a tough rim.
I enjoy hearing these guys like play and bicker and judge the balls by how soft they are or hard they are in their hands.
Yeah.
And which ones they'd like to utilize and play with.
Yeah.
Most.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm happy you like hearing that.
It's if it brings you guys pleasure.
Well, it's so much pleasure. You know how much fun I had?
I could hear it from my office, and it's like, okay, the boys are playing again. Have fun.
There they are doing that.
I like doing pre and post last year. I spent hours, like just during the game, I'd practice, and I'd practice during intermission, and it was it was like my favorite thing. I loved, and it's continued. That's like, and we didn't start playing 21 until Reed joined us. That's when it started. And I actually never knew of 21 until, I never played it. I never played it.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it is a really fun game, and I like it.
Matthew, are you doing a liner?
I was just going to quickly mention that the Hangout is presented by Sentinel Storage. Canada storage experts, more than 2 decades of helping Canadians through life's transitions. Canadian storage provider, Sentinel.ca. 75% off 8 weeks, 10 by 15 units. That will go until April 15th by Canadian, as I said, Sentinel.ca. You're going to read? You have something to read?
I'm testing my Spanish. I love this text.
Espanol.
There is somebody who texts us only in Spanish, and I love it.
Oh, actually?
Hola, buenos días, Tommy y Matty. También me gusta el show de ustedes.
Hernan.
Oh, thank
Hernan.
you. That was very nice of him. Thank you.
Is he actually coming?
I hope so. He's feisty today, Hernan.
It's pretty cool.
What does
We
this
need you to
mean?
read something.
I feel like it's
We
good.
didn't actually
Hola.
know you're going to come.
También means probably, I hope you're good.
Oh, they always just text in Spanish.
Yeah.
It says, good day, Tommy and Matt. I also like your
Thank
Oh, well, thank you. We like you
Gracias.
texting our show.
And I'm fascinated. That's so cool that
Gracias.
Fernando is fluent in 2 languages.
He might just be making that up too. That's the greatest.
No, he's not.
Like, if you're the only person that knows, you could just say whatever. Hey, Tommy, Matty. Oh, no, I hate your show. Boy, this guy doesn't like you guys.
Yeah, you commit to that bit and just play with it. Oh, that'd be fun.
I think Spanish is a lovely language, honestly. There are similarities to Italian and French, but the way it just like rolls off the tongue.
Those 3 are the languages of love. They're part of that.
And it's based in Latin, I believe.
Mhm.
That's where it derived from.
German is not a love language.
German's basically alien.
It's a very harsh language, that one is.
Have you heard butterfly in German?
No.
It's a very harsh word.
Oh, let me get the
There's
Google
that one
Translate on that
viral
one.
video. It's like a person doing all the languages, and then it's like it's nice, beautiful words. And I think they said butterfly.
Butterfly?
But butterfly
And
is
it's
like
like-
papillon in French. In
I got
I think
butterfly.
Spanish or Italian, it's farfalla, and then in German it is
Schmetterling.
Schmetterling.
okay.
That's what the Google Translate has as butterfly. I
Yeah,
don't know if
there's
that's the word you're
that
thinking of.
video
Yeah,
where
you
it's
see that?
like,
It's funny.
what the hell?
It's like, oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. It's like, where did that come
You've
from?
never heard this video about German?
Yeah,
Is lovely.
lovely. Oh, well, that doesn't sound too lovely.
Okay,
Being
where's
honest.
this video. I think I found it.
Oh,
Oh, there's so many of them.
they are great.
While you look for that, to keep it locked also, the Edmonton Sports Talk, we will be launching a Twitch channel soon
Dun, dun, dun,
because the
dun.
Tecmo League is back.
I declare.
We had 3 new teams. We have today's the rest of the
I
day for
swear
anyone else
Zach
to declare.
said he declared.
He never declared yesterday during
Yes,
it. No, he didn't.
I'm certain of it.
No.
Are you sure?
Very positive.
Because I was saying all show that he did. I swear I saw him.
We only had 3
raise his
people
hand.
declare yesterday,
Ah.
which in Jay,
You guys,
Reed, and yourself have declared to join Yukon, Dusty, Hernan, and I. We've now expanded to 7 teams.
Do I get to make my own team name?
Yes, the three of you will need to come up with team names. We'll have to do a draft lottery shortly to decide who gets one first, second, third pick between you, Reed, and Jay, and who gets second, who gets third. The 4 through 7 is been determined. It will go Hernan, Uke, Dusty, and I, because that was how the reverse order of the last season of Tecmo. I was the champion. I defeated Dusty.
Yeah, because you tagged me, and then I saw the photo. You were very happy.
Well, that was my first championship.
Oh.
The second one, I beat Dusty, who beat Uke and who beat Hernan, like in the whole thing. So we're going reverse order. We'll get to that right away. We're doing 2 like normal drafts, 1 through 7, but then we're going to go snake for the third round.
Okay.
So I'll get the 14th and I'll get 7, 14, and 15.
Not too familiar with the snake term. That's getting tossed around.
Snake drafts?
Yeah.
So it'd be like 1 through 7. And then whoever drafts 7 drafts 8. It's what we do in the EST drafts.
Oh, so just normal draft.
Well, no, because in the NHL and NFL in those leagues, it's 1 through 32, and then back, and then you go back to the front.
Right. Okay, I see it now.
So it's it's coming. Stay tuned because we'll be streaming these games live. And I look forward to defending my title. I'm in the worst spot in terms of picking my teams, but that's okay. I'm the best.
Yes,
so
you are.
Bring it. Bring it. What are you laughing at over there, Brendan?
He's having a good time. Look at him.
Like, what are you laughing about over there?
It's been a great show so far. And then for you to be given the motion and while saying I'm the best.
Well, I am the 2-time defending champ, which includes the greatest season in Tecmo history, where I went 40-8. 40-8 in that regular season. You're not going to mock my
I
most.
also heard that you scored the most points in any Tecmo game.
Yeah, I did bring that up yesterday.
Yeah.
I dominated the Uke in that one. I just destroyed him.
So UConn is not good at this.
UConn's good, but UConn also doesn't know things, so he's not good. Like he's good.
Because he started this whole thing, didn't
Him
he?
and Dusty.
Yeah.
We got the machine at
I remember
1260,
this.
and they found Tecmo and they started playing. Then Red and I joined in after.
Yeah.
But like we got into we've played this game for a long time. Again, we played 48 game regular seasons.
That's insane.
It took months.
That's insane.
Months
and the
to play a regular season.
Is too much.
But
Sorry.
there was we were into season 3 maybe. When Uke's like, oh, there's different plays you could pick. And we're like, yes, Uke. Yes, there is. This is what we've been doing for 2 seasons.
Oh, my.
So that's Uke.
Yeah.
But
God bless him.
we'll get to see more of Uke. So stay tuned. That's coming here at Edmonton
can't
Sports Talk as
wait.
well. And you, Jay, and Reed, I as I mentioned yesterday, full commitment. You can't bail on this league.
I'm not bailing.
You're here till the very end.
These guys are hardcore.
I love vids.
They would yell and kick walls. I think the hole went in the drywall at the
Never that
talent tank at the old place.
I've kicked a few things here already.
I know Hernan, so I'm gonna break that couch.
I've kicked the box of scarves.
My money's on Hernan to break.
that's
I got to find the right things to kick, but I am kicking things.
Give me a
box of scarves. Is
Give me a
kickable.
pencil. Snap.
That's what you're
That'll
going
be
to
mine.
Why do the pens keep going missing? By the way, we had a very nice,
Why are you
healthy
looking at
amount
me?
of pen.
No, that's funny
Does
because
Dusty
I
choose
noticed.
one and
He
then
does
probably
choose
throws
one.
it away and then grabs another
Yeah,
one and then
that's
chews it away?
I noticed yesterday, right before the meeting, you were like, kind of looking at the pens, and you're like, you grab this thick one, and you're like, I
Yeah,
guess
from
this
Larry
will
Ring's
work.
Pharmacy.
Yeah. No, it's funny
It was a
because
great pen.
when we first started here, I remember the first
It is a
meeting,
good pen.
we had it was the most pens I've ever seen. And I clicked them.
There
and
was
they were
like
at
20 of them.
It was like 30 maybe. 20, 30, yeah. But that's a lot of pens,
Yeah.
just to have, in front of you. And they were all such a satisfying click.
Very good ink
But
flow.
they were very good. I'm not going to lie. I took a few of those home.
I feel like Zach stole some too.
But as far as what we have a few stragglers right now, for pens.
I have my own pens and stuff. I use Sharpies right now. I've been
You know
using
what's
Sharpies
fun?
for a
Going
while.
into your office and taking shit.
There's nothing to take, really. The stuff's all in my backpack.
Sorry for
You
cussing.
lock it up, and it's like, he locked it up.
What did I lock
it.
up?
Everything.
Pen cabinet.
I was looking for drywall nails, and I'm like, Matty probably locked them up. I think you did.
Yeah.
See? Acknowledged.
I don't know if I did or not.
It's a very safe boy.
It's smart. He's very
Well, it's
smart.
my office. I'll
Yeah.
be going through my office and stuff. Do you need drywall nails? 'Cause I can still give them to you.
I have a few.
No, because you gave me a few from my place. I still need to put some stuff up at my place. Anyway, it's just I'm teasing you.
No, it's
I also like to take calls in your office.
Yes. So
place
does
to go.
Jay.
Jay goes there.
And one day, what was happening? Reed was going to talk to someone. And I was standing there and I just saw Jay in my office and I just stared Jay down because like I couldn't go into my office then. I needed work to do and I'm just staring. And then he left the office and I went in.
And then you passive aggressively put up that do not disturb thing on there.
I like going in.
Yes, I
nice.
do have a do not disturb now so I could get some work done sometimes where no one could bother me. I think someone knocked once yesterday while the do not disturb up.
Oh no!
What
think.
happened?
Did they
I
get
continue working.
Did you yell
Oh,
at
you're
them?
just like, no,
I was in the middle and then I heard,
Yeah.
I think I heard them walk away. So I was like, okay, well, it does say do not disturb.
know your place. It was probably Zach.
I have three, like, okay, it was him or Jay. It'd only be him or Jay. That'd be the only two. What I will say is there's three things with my office. My door is usually open, which means come on in.
It is.
If it closes, I've got the now sign where one says, please knock. And then the other says, do not disturb. So 2 out of the 3 ways my door happens is you could come on in. One time I may need every so often of hey, I need to get some work done or I'm in a meeting.
Do you just
Back
nap
off.
in there? You have a
I
great.
should start.
You have a
Actually,
could.
I do have a lock on
I
the
have
door.
napped in there
smart.
before too.
Yeah, I do have a lock though, so you guys
We're-
can't even get in and see.
Rude.
That was weird.
There's now a blanket in there.
Yeah, I saw that. It is very comfortable. Jay hooked you up with a really nice couch. Although we have a great couch in the bullpen, but it is kind of fun. I'll take a call in there and I'll just be like, yeah, this is good.
I want to take a call in there.
Yeah, it's very relaxing, Brendan. Yes, it's very.
I'm going to come in and do work if there's calls happening, just so you guys know
Yeah.
if I have work to do.
I want to take
You're
a call.
not
I
here.
don't
It's
have
when it's
work
like a
to do.
road game and I'm here with her now.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll take a call.
But I just like, so everyone
Take a
knows, like,
nap.
that if you guys are in there and I actually have things to do, I will just come in the slot. And you could keep your call going, but I'm going to have to
Yeah,
sit
I'd like that. I like that idea. Taking calls while you're working in there and shutting the door. Yeah, hello. That'd be funny.
I do not follow the do not disturb sign on that door. Actually, I would probably
Yeah.
if I knew someone was going in for an important call.
Okay, are we doing this German thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
Short memory, man.
German.
I was in grade
the,
10 when this came
The
out.
language of love. Here we go. Aeroplane.
Avion.
Aeroplane.
Aero.
Avion.
Flugzeug.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Surpresa.
Sorpresa.
Überraschung.
Bier.
Butterfly.
Farfalla.
Mariposa.
Schmetterling.
Stilo.
Pen.
Ben.
Blume.
Kugelschreiber.
Scheibe.
Marguerite.
Daisy.
Margarita.
Margarita.
Gänseblümchen.
One more.
Can I have it?
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Ambulanz.
Ambulancia.
Krankenwagen.
Call the. Like, how do you even say that?
What a language.
It's just so. You can't say anything nice. Like, I wonder
Yeah.
what beautiful is. Like, babe, you look beautiful today. Like, how that would come out.
It's very harsh. Anyway, I thought that was funny.
It is funny.
Babe,
I first.
you look beautiful today.
You doing translate?
Yeah, if you want that full thing.
Oh my god.
Baby, du siehst heute wunderschön aus.
Yeah, like
That
that's-
wasn't
that's
too
excessive.
bad.
But
Well,
if
they're
you
not
had
going as
him-
harsh as that one. Like,
Yeah.
that guy was playing into the harshness.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was.
I watched that video. I remember my grade 10 English teacher, Mr. Hockley. He played that. It was the first thing because that video went viral and he played it. And
Yeah.
we were all just laughing. That was a good one.
Lots to get to on the show today.
Yes.
But we should maybe start with the Edmonton Oilers. It's the Hangout headlines, which is brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club. From the premier golf facilities to the corporate branded products, the Ranch, your all-in-one tournament host. Proud to host over 120 tournaments every year, including the EST Golf Classic. They're here to help you execute all your tournament ideas. Book your tournament today. Visit theranchgolf.com. Oilers, Golden Knights, tonight, 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock, GCLD's Oil Stream pregame show. By the way, Tom Gazzola, Hernan Salas.
Hello.
And who's on? Because it's Tuesday.
Cass is on.
Is he going to be able to?
He's good for a Tuesday. Although Cass is missing a couple games this week. Next week.
Where we at with the Oilers going into this game? Not other
Go
side,
in.
it's not like the Golden Knights don't have some injuries as well.
Go win a game, man. Like you got your superstar, one of your superstars back. You chase the game against Calgary. He puts the team on his back. He wins it for you. Great. Go win this game. Like it's just because Connor's out, Ekholm's out, Skinner's out, no Frederick, obviously. doesn't mean you can't go out there and compete and try to get a win and test yourself. Go win. This is your Pacific Division rival. This is the best team in the division. Probably going to have to play them at some point in the playoffs. So go win a game, man. Play awesome. Use the energy from the crowd. There's going to be a ton of Oiler fans there, and give yourself a chance. Like this is one where you're going to have to dig deep. It's the old cliche, and I'm not counting them out. Do I like their chances tonight? They're okay. I think they're going to be okay. I don't think they're going to get their asses kicked. I don't think they're going to dominate. I think it's going to be a good battle tonight. Everybody's going to be up for it. Vegas brings out the best in other teams, and I think they're beatable. So go and play a good game. That's my 2 cents on the team. Yeah, tonight.
I like that a lot, Tommy. I'm not too worried about the Oilers being able to put the puck in the net. More so, just trying to keep the puck out of their net. I mean, they were struggling. They against the Flames. If it wasn't for Draisaitl's brilliance, they weren't coming out of that one. So yeah, no. I mean, you're spot on. They have to go out there. I like what you said. The Vegas Golden Knights, the Oilers, they show up against the Golden Knights, especially when they're in Vegas. It's always a really good crowd there, and they've all games this year. I think the Oilers' record is 1-2, but if I'm not mistaken, they should have won all 3 of those. I know they were winning the first game, and then they lost that one. It was them losing it. It was their game to win. And I like their chances. They should be fine. They'll bring it tonight, and hopefully Calvin Pickard keeps on, playing like he did against Calgary, because they're going to need it. Because Eichel's he's a man on a mission right now. Like, he's doing it. We talked about him and just the brilliance that he's been able to do, and the season that he's having. This is the Eichel that the Vegas Golden Knights traded for, and he's having a career year. Going to have 100 points, which is awesome. Or if you're a Vegas Golden Knights fan, but they got a lot of, they're a really, really good team. They're first in the Pacific for a reason, but I think the Oilers will be able to bring it. They'll be able to counter them tonight, I think.
Usually, these are tight games.
I think it's going to be a tight one.
Usually, yeah, it's hard fought. I think we're probably going to see that today. It's stressful. These are stressful games against Vegas. I think we're going to see more of that, but I don't think that Vegas is beatable. And where it differs, to me at least, compared to Calgary, is Calgary was desperate. They needed the 2 points because their playoff hopes were on the line on Saturday. And pardon me. And they had been playing good hockey, trying to stay alive. Whereas Vegas, they're fat and sassy. They're sitting atop the Pacific. They're happy. There's some satisfaction there. And they're going to get up to play the Oilers because it has become a rivalry. And I just think we're in for another good battle, and we're going to see some fast hockey. Vegas will challenge the Oilers off the rush because the Oilers do not defend the rush well. And then Edmonton will try to get to, I'm guessing it's Aiden Hill because who's hurt? Samsonov's hurt. So, well, Aiden Hill's our starter anyway. So I think we're in for a good game.
What are your thoughts?
I love these games.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Podkolzin and Arvidsson and Draisaitl?
They were good. Yeah. I thought they were very good on Saturday. You could see a little bit of familiarity. I laughed when I think it was Draisaitl or Arvidsson set up Podkolzin for the one-timer, and he almost killed Arvidsson going around
behind the net. That was scary, man. He got all of it.
Oh, he did. He clapped that thing nicely. They're going to need that line. They're going to need Nugent Hopkins to play well with his line. They're going to need Henrique's line to play well. They're going to need their defense to be active and mind their gaps and be smart and head on a swivel in their own zone. I don't like Wallman and Bouchard. I mean, Wallman,
he's looking very average lately, if that.
Is that the Bouchard effect, or is that because Jake Wallman is better slotted in like second or third pairing?
I don't know. Like, he's putting himself in a lot of his positions. Like
a lot of bad giveaways.
Yeah, and that's it's tough. I wouldn't necessarily blame that on Bouchard, but I don't know. Like, his play, he was coming in and I loved what he was doing, and he had a little bit more confidence, but it feels like the play is really dipping when it goes to him. And I don't think that has anything to do with Bouchard, honestly. I think it's something he's battling, he's fighting, in my opinion.
Settled in.
Yeah.
Trying to settle in.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, but no, it's interesting because I'm curious, would you go back to Nuge, Podkolzin, Arvidsson? Because why is that?
Just let it ride. You go with Draisaitl between those two.
Yeah. So then you'd have
Hyman,
Skinner.
Nugent Hopkins, Skinner, or someone else on
Potentially.
that left side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
that's what
They
I would
looked
do.
really good. And I was just, when Draisaitl was out, that line, well, even before Draisaitl was out, they were kind of tinkering with Nuge, Arvidsson, and Podkolzin, and it was looking really good. But then obviously Draisaitl went out, and that was the third line, but then that got bumped up to the first line. And so that third line is playing against other, teams' first lines. Obviously, they're not going to be looking nearly as good, which they weren't. So then Draisaitl comes back, and then they switch the lines. So I kind of thought that was interesting. I thought that they might change it up a little bit because, and I don't know if it'll just be interesting to see if they go that route going forward. But yeah, I don't know. Something I was just looking at.
Oilers getting potentially a little help tonight if they're still chasing the Kings for second in the Pacific. Well, they are. Jets Kings later tonight as well.
That'll be a good
If
one.
the Jets could pull off a victory here, the Oilers could either close the gap if they can snag a win against the Golden Knights, or they at least stay two points back of the Kings. So we'll see. It's always fun when the Golden Knights and the Oilers play. It's
It
just
is.
going to be
They're great
interesting to
games.
see
It's so
what
exciting.
happens without a couple of the key players for the Edmonton Oilers.
Like I'll say, like right now, like I've cheered a lot, obviously a diehard Oilers fan growing up, but like just being able to watch, like I'm watching the Oilers and all that. It's like I'm kind of rooting for them, but like I'm really rooting for Leon, like to win the MVP. Like it's just, it's honestly insane just how good he is. And this is a player, like I swear, I've underestimated him his whole career, and I'm like, he'll never be able to follow this up. There's the narrative. It's all Connor, and I never bought into that, but it was always in the back of my mind. It was. But like just seeing what he's able to do, like it's so fun. He's playoff Leon is the term. We've seen it the last few years, what he's able to do in the playoffs. He really elevates his game and just takes it to a complete other level, but he's been doing that all season long. And it's just been like, as a fan, like it really has been fun just to watch his game and just to admire his game. And it's everything. Like he's great offensively, but he's actually back checking. And then like, this is the 1 year, like how many Leon shrugs have you seen this year?
A lot.
Like more compared to other years though?
About the same.
Serious?
I'll be honest with you.
Really?
Shoggy and I watch him and laugh about it.
Oh, damn. Like,
And the camera doesn't catch a lot of them.
Okay, because that's the one thing.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say, I was like, man, like he's not shrugging.
Oh, he does that.
nearly as much this
No,
year. And
nothing's
so,
changed.
Oh, never mind then.
It just hasn't been caught on camera.
Yeah, they're just missing that. So yeah,
One thing I will say is, Hellebuck, as of a couple days ago, was leading the NHL in wins, goals allowed average, save percentage, and shutouts. Only 2 goalies in NHL history have ever done that.
yeah, that's true.
Like I don't know how you
Hasek?
separate. No,
I think. Oh, I did a
It's
video
old
on
school.
this.
Jacques Plante? No, Jacques Plante.
Plante was one of them.
Really?
58-59 season.
He had a great year.
Oh.
Great former Oiler.
The other one was 73-74 season.
Ken Dryden.
Nope.
It's like a
Terry Sawchuk.
no. He's like a known name,
Glenn
but it's
Hall.
not like a household.
Eddie Jackaman.
No.
73, 74? That was into expansion.
Last name starts with a P.
Bernie Perron?
Yeah, there it
What?
is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They both won Stanley Cups those years, by the way. It's a Sportsnet article too.
Ah.
How about that? Interesting.
So that's like, it's going to be interesting to see how these voters vote, just in
It
how they
is.
separate those two things. Because Leon is having a great year, and everything you're saying is accurate.
It's just so.
But
fun.
Hellebuck's having this unbelievable season as
Yeah.
well. And how do you separate as a voter who's more valuable to their team? I'm almost more fascinated to see how the players vote with the Ted Lindsay and who they're thinking is having
Yeah.
a better season. I think Leon will win that.
I think there's Oilers fatigue, though. I said it yesterday on the Oilers
Yeah.
stream.
No, that's fair. I think the writers, like, they tend to really root for things that haven't been done in a while, and a goalie winning the Hart hasn't been done over 10 years now when it was Carey Price. So that's why I think he'll get the bump. But I don't think it's deserving. Maybe that's my bias showing out just because I do watch every
I
single
would say
Oilers.
it's a bias to say it's not deserving.
Well, no,
Connor
like,
Hellebuck
it is
deserves
deserving.
it.
I think
He does.
Leon,
I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
then, if anything, you think that
I just think Leon's
he's
more
not.
deserving.
Yeah. Yes.
That's how I should have said it.
Yeah. Like you. Yeah. It's now down to the two. Why are you shaking your head over there? You
just-
disagree? Oh,
No, he's
I just,
disappointed.
I enjoy this.
the
I
looks
like
where no
this.
one else could see
It
it.
is very good.
Well, where do
I
you
like
come
when
out
he
on the
does.
heart debate?
Yeah.
I'd give it to Hellebuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just joking. No, that's fair.
No, I don't know. I think the fact that you're leading every category you get stats in
Yeah.
is worthy of that trophy.
Yeah.
Do you think?
It's once in a blue moon, and this is a blue moon, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's tough. Like whoever wins, I don't know. I'm like, okay, like I see it, I get it, I see both sides. That's just
Yeah. Any of the
Like
three top
fandom.
dogs, like you throw McKinnon in that too. Like I
They're
don't
great.
think that like all are deserving.
Who's leading the league in scoring right now? Without looking. Who do you think?
Wow, is it not McKinnon?
No. This surprised me yesterday too. Kucherov.
Well, as of right now, it is not. As
Oh,
of right now, it
McKinnon
is
caught up to him?
It's 110 to 109.
Oh, okay. McKinnon played last night. Sorry, my bad. But yesterday it was Kucherov, and I was like,
Well, yeah, then take him out.
yeah.
Screw Nate Dogg.
It is nice though to like I like having a race and I like having the conversation as opposed to like even though it's fun like if you're an Oilers fan like depending when Ovi obviously like when he was prime years of Ovi you're like oh as a Caps fan you're like oh there's not really a race here he's gonna win it same with the Crosby for those years and then you have McDavid obviously with his 150 point season that he had and yeah, it's nice, but like I love the race. Like I NHL, like if you're a fan, it's a lot more fun when there's that conversation who should win, as opposed to knowing okay he's gonna win it come January.
I'm Mitch Marner 5th in scoring in the
Right?
NHL.
Yeah, there's a lot of players like having
And
sneaky
he's a
good
pending
years.
UFA.
Yeah,
That's the cool thing. Like he might walk.
might have his first 100-point season, which really nice.
He should.
Yeah, he
9
should.
points. He should be able to get that done.
He's
I just
looking
find that
really
one
good.
interesting because like if
What
he
happens
walks,
there?
if he
Especially when
walks,
they approach him at trade deadline saying, "Hey, like we might move you if you let us." Like when he's like, "Oh, screw you," I wonder if that sits with the players, but that'll be interesting.
he goes gets.
I
paid.
love listening to this.
He
This is good.
Thank you.
goes gets paid by Utah
Thanks. I like looking
Yes.
at
and
you.
leaves.
Thank you.
Welcome.
That's very nice.
It's awesome being sitting here beside you.
It's great to have you back on the Hangout.
Cool.
Edmonton, by the way, 6-6 lifetime in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think Oilers fans should be upset if Leon doesn't win the Hart because he does have a heart,
Yeah.
and
You just want more though.
yeah, but you should be focused on one other thing.
Get
They're not
that
gonna
big
win the
one.
cup. They're not winning it. I don't think.
You never know.
I enjoy like and Trev's a fan of the team, obviously. And that's good. But like I enjoy the pendulum swings that we witness throughout the season.
I don't.
And I mean I've gotten used to them.
It sucks.
But everybody writing them, I told you they're not gonna make it through the first. I told you they're not gonna win the division. It's like, do you like this team?
That's
Are
my-
you a fan of this team? Are you torturing yourself?
It's my
Is this
least
some
favorite
kind of
thing.
sick joke that I'm missing out on? Matty, you've covered this team
Yep.
for a long time too, but it's
Tell.
especially this year. They're like, oh, this team's terrible. Oh, this management group is awful.
What?
They're not going anywhere. And that might be the case, but I'm just like, why do you hate them to hate them? I thought you liked them. Some of the texts I can't read on the post game because it's just so bad. And I think to myself, I'm like, what made these people so upset?
Oh, he's so funny.
I gotta go see if I can find because to that point, do you remember at the start of the year, everyone was worried the Oilers weren't going to make the playoffs because they had a bad start to the season.
They went 0-3.
I told Hernan right away, like you could mark this down if you want. Oilers are going to be in the playoffs
Yeah.
at the end of the year.
I
And then he
remember you
tweeted
said
or
that.
something, and people were like, "Oh, you're jinxing it and all that stuff." I'm like,
Oh,
"They're going to be in the
Glue Guy-
playoffs at the end of the
Glue Guy
year,"
did.
and here we are.
Hernan
They're
gets
gonna be in the
upset
playoffs.
like that too, but the way
But
he,
and it
he's
was just like the
handling
whole
himself.
panic in the city at the start was like, "Oh, the season's over. They're not even going to make the playoffs this year."
All I ask,
It's a
kinda like-
long
I kinda like
82
those
game
texts.
season.
like
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
sorry, it's just all I ask. I don't ask for much. I know some people, Tommy loves it, the pendulum swings, but it's like, can you just put together a solid season where there's maybe 1 week of that?
You just want an
Like I
easy
want a
82
Winnipeg
games.
Jets season for the Oilers. One time in my life where I can just smiles every game, You know, okay, they lose this, you're not going to win them all. That's fine, but no stinkers. And like, I was sick last week watching the Kraken. That was. I don't think I've ever been like more like just uninvested in a game. Like my face, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. I hated it. I hated it so much. Oh, it was terrible. But I don't know, man. It's just that's for once in my life, just a smooth, steady season. And
Well, we had that when it was Decade of Darkness. You just had it the other way.
losses.
You knew what was happening every single night.
Yeah,
I remember I would have to
It
start.
was an easy season.
You said you watched me on my post game reports on Oilers
Every
TV.
night.
Yeah, I would always be. Well, the Oilers got the lead, but that only lasted 7:23 before Carolina stormed back with 4 unanswered, and unfortunately, Edmonton falls 5-1.
Yep.
On this 6-game road trip
I'm Tom Gazzola. Yep, I'd say it every single
in
day.
Raleigh. Tom Gazzola, Oilers TV.
Oh. In the flesh. I hear that in the flesh. That's amazing.
Should I be disturbed or honored?
No,
with
that's
what you
honored
just
right
did?
now.
Yeah,
If I were
okay,
you, I'd
thank you.
I'd feel honored.
We'd like to apologize to everyone watching on YouTube.
Well, that's cool.
GCLDs again, reminder, 7 o'clock tonight. Tom Gazzola, Hernan Salas, Matt Cass, and they'll get you set for Oilers Golden Knights as the Oilers begin a 4-game road trip. And again, get used to these late starts.
Yes.
Tonight, 8,
I'll be.
Thursday, 8:30.
Hernan and I are going to be here all
Saturday
All
at
night
2.
long.
So we get a nice one on Saturday. Then they go on Monday. Monday's 8:30. What's Thursday? Is Thursday 8:30 too? Yeah, Thursday's 8:30 too.
Yeah.
So 8:30 to 8:30. They come back. I think then there's the only other early game is a 5 o'clock against Winnipeg on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And then the Oilers' first round will likely be 8s, which actually we should now get into that. The Oilers playoffs will be on Sportsnet. Big news coming yesterday that we're expecting next week to be official.
Yeah.
Once the Board of Governors ratify it. But the national TV deal of the NHL, which we all thought, the negotiations will begin. We'll see how this happens. They're up after next season. Boom. Rogers keeping them for another 12 more years after next year at 7.7 bill US, I believe, which works out to be 11 bill Canadian. Same term, double the value of the previous deal. More than double the value of the previous deal, actually.
Yeah, because the first one was what, 5?
It was 5.2 or something like that. And was that US or Canadian?
I don't know. But if you're saying it was 11 Canadian with the conversion, then it has to be 5 point whatever Canadian originally.
Yeah, I think it was Canadian originally. And so Gary
That was
Bettman
huge.
got more money and flipped it to US dollars. Potentially. Or it's just that in the thing.
Well, that's straight up more money.
The
straight
cap's
up.
going to have a nice big jump coming up here a little bit here. I'm stunned by this one.
I was very surprised to see that yesterday. I do remember when Rogers won the bidding war in 2014. Around there.
12 years ago. So
2013.
So it was like the season prior. Yeah. So 2013, 2014.
Yeah. And
there is an Oilers game that night.
there was. We were at the rink when it was announced, and Shoggy, who would do the national games in Edmonton for TSN, obviously, he was rattled. And people were like, oh, Gene, like, wow, that's very impressive, very impressive. And yeah, Gene's like, I'm a parent company. I'm just the regional guy.
I did it. So you're with
Yes, thank you.
all the work I did on this.
You're welcome.
But Shoggy, I remember Shoggy went over to the other section at the old Coliseum, and he was on the phone, and he's like, oh my God, he's like, this sucks, because he's like, I love doing those games. Rashog is very good. Obviously, he's an excellent host. He's a great broadcaster, one of the best in the country. And it was like the rug had been pulled out from under TSN, because I think they were in that bidding war, and they ended up with nothing. So they have TSN regional from Montreal, some Toronto, and Ottawa.
And Winnipeg. Yeah, they do half Toronto. I don't know how much longer. Oh no, that's still part of the deal.
Because Toronto's a big deal. You get about a million viewers.
Well, but
every
it was
game.
also Bell and Rogers both own the Leafs. So they split it.
Yes.
I think part of the selling of MLSE though was TSN still gets half the rights.
Okay.
I think that was in the deal so that they still get those games.
Yeah.
So they can't all just go to Sportsnet now eventually.
And this new deal that's soon to be ratified, supposedly, like, that's huge. But we were talking yesterday. I'm like, well, that's a good news for the CFL and TSN because
It would be. You would
because
have
now
to think.
now that because that is their number one property at TSN that they own is the CFL and TSN, and maybe they reinvest and put more into it. And I like that. Dusty likes that. We like that. But I was surprised Rogers stepped up because Matty, how many times did we talk about like Amazon coming in?
Well, this is why it's surprising is that one, I'm surprised they just stuck with one entity. Like we saw in the down south with the NHL, they went to NBC and then after that they split it up again. They went to ESPN, they went to TNT to split up the product. I do believe being on more platforms is better than on one platform. Like the NFL is on everything. The NBA's on ESPN, TNT. Are they on anything else? I don't think it's those two. And ABC is part of ESPN.
Yeah.
So I loop those two in together because so is the NHL. MLB's on Apple TV. It's on Fox. They're taking away from ESPN one of their nights or
But
one of their deals.
ESPN is kind of like
But but they're on
dwindling
multiple
to an
things,
extent.
and now here it's like, yeah, we're just going on Sportsnet. But the one thing I'm looking at is like Sportsnet. What they lost money throughout this last deal. Everyone thought like there's no way they're going to be able to pay this again.
Yeah.
The 5.2 because of how much money they lost to that deal. Now they're paying more.
yeah.
And based on traditional media and how it's gone over the last few years, like I even read some things yesterday, there is no way they're going to be able to make their money back on this if they go traditional. They just run it like they have done the last 10 years.
Yeah. So
They have to
diversify.
have some sort of deals with other people in place, like they do with Amazon for 2 years right now for this year, next year for Monday nights. They have to have those. I don't know why Amazon would jump in for 2 years, then all of a sudden be shut out. There has to be some other deals from Rogers in place to recoup some of this. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing a deal with Amazon being announced. I'd be fascinated to see if Rogers has anything else announced in this one. Because based on the current deal that they're going to announce and the way TV has gone and it's going, there's no way they're going to make their money back on this one.
Yeah.
So I'm fascinated to see what they're doing here. Because they've bought the rights from the NHL. It doesn't mean they can't do things with those.
Right.
So now maybe the NHL just said, sure, you're going to pay us all this money, and then you want to be the broker and deal with everyone. Maybe TSN does get involved in the end.
But then the NHL would have to approve that, obviously.
To a degree.
Yeah. Well, like
they've given it to
Sportsnet can't-
Rogers. If Rogers goes and says, TSN, you want Wednesdays? Here's Wednesdays.
Sure.
You're going to pay us this. Why would the NHL say no? They're still getting their money.
there has to be a broadcast standard, all that stuff, right? Like who's doing it?
Sure,
I think
I'm saying
it
part of
would
that's
have
already-
to be
I'm saying
okayed
that's
by
already
the league.
probably like yeah,
Which?
the Amazon would have to be, but I don't
Yeah.
think the league would stop it.
No.
And at the same time, I bet I have a feel like I wonder if Rogers already has that in place, like or has told them like we're going to do this, and they know.
I don't know.
And the NHL's like, whatever, you're going to pay us this now,
Yeah.
and we already could just lock this in, and we don't have to deal with negotiations for anything else. Sure, give us our $7.7 billion. Go do whatever the hell you want.
Okay. Here's where it's interesting. So the Rogers, obviously Bell, like these are mega corporations, right? And they cry foul, they cut budget. We lost our station when they said we weren't making enough money. But it was like, well, I'll use what we know as an example from our experiences. That was Bell's like best year as a company. Record profits.
Yeah.
Billions with a B. Rogers is going through the same stuff. They keep getting bigger. They keep buying and swallowing up the smaller companies. Didn't they buy Shaw? Or was it the other way around?
No, Rogers bought Shaw, but
Yeah.
Bell Media is not. Well, Bell's losing money.
Bell Media is losing. But
Well,
like
Bell's stock price has plummeted,
Wow.
and Bell's in debt.
Are they?
Oh, big. Bell's
Even though they're
Bell's
making
in
X amount of
issues.
billions?
Bell's has had real issues and stuff, but the media divisions are worse. And in sports, the worst part of that is your rights deals.
Well, yeah. I mean, look what happened to Bali. Went under. Anyway, I'm wondering if Rogers, to pump out $7.7 billion US
with the dollar
is using its telecom money. Has to be.
And I'd like to hear what their rationale is of how they're. Well, just expect more cuts over the next few years with Rogers. I'll
Oh
tell you
my
that
God.
through
Well,
their divisions.
I'll tell you what else too. The prices we pay for phone and cable are ridiculous compared to other places. Just saying.
It's interesting.
I got a nice new deal with Bell.
Did you?
That's not bad.
I'm with Telus.
Say it too loud.
I've got a really good deal too.
For some reason, I still get my employee discount.
Hot damn.
Nice.
I don't know why.
That's beautiful.
It's supposed to end in like July.
Really?
Yes. I've noticed it on my
employee
I've
number's
noticed
still
it on
active?
I've noticed it on my. Well, yeah, you still.
Don't
Yeah, I work for
say
them.
a
I noticed
thing.
it on my bill like a couple because I don't ever look at my bills
Yeah.
because I just see actually that email still goes to my old email that I don't even access anymore too. And yeah,
bills.
one day I just went to go look at it and it still showed. I was like, oh boy. And then I changed my plan. I was like, did I like risk losing my discount because I want to change? 'Cause-
Right.
You're like, nope.
And well, as of last month, it's still there. So
Oh, nice. That's great.
Don't say anything. Matty's getting a discount.
Yep.
we're just gonna leave that one there. Portions of this hour of the EST Hangout brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of EST, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehighproductmarketing.com. No, it's the landscape's gonna be fascinating. I'm surprised it's just done this quick.
Yeah.
But now it's like it for us as well, also media nerds type thing, sports media nerds in that sense too.
Yeah.
The eyes do turn to the CFL
Yeah.
because their rights are up after next year,
Let's go, baby.
but they first need a commish.
Correct.
So we'll see what happens with that one.
I know a commish.
Me?
Yeah.
Quinn,
Oh, I would leave to take over I'd fix the CFL in a heartbeat.
you get rid of the rouge.
Oh,
I would not. No, it's
Son of a gun.
I think I like the Rouge.
thank you.
Stop it.
I don't really get it. That's
two
kind of why I
things-
like it.
How I would fix the Canadian Football League if I had all power. One of the things I'd move the season up straight up.
Yeah, I'm for that.
You'd move the, sorry?
Start of the season up
In May.
by, and I
like
football ops would have to deal with it and suck it up. I know the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be like, well, the draft, and then we got to bring these players into camp, and I'm like, well, screw it. Like draft, maybe change the eligibilities, and you just have the rights for a year, and then you could bring them into the camp the next year or something like that. I don't know, but it would be. I would want the season to. I would want. Now, magically, if I could do this, I would have Thanksgiving Monday be the first week of the CFL playoffs on the Monday.
That's the second weekend of October. What's Thanksgiving? What's the rule of thumb there?
Yeah, I think is it the second Monday of October?
I don't know.
I think
I don't know when
or
Easter is. I don't know when Thanksgiving is.
Easter has to do with the moon.
Yeah, I hate that. It changes.
Easter's involves something with the moon.
Is that coming up soon?
Easter's next weekend. No, in 2 weekends.
So we have a
In 2
4-day
weekends.
work week.
Oh, we already had Easter.
No, so I just got to remember how this goes.
Are you doing
Yeah.
Ukrainian Easter right now?
No. It's I'm just trying because
Oh, we
I'm
had-
based on.
we
Is
had
there
Ukrainian
Ukrainian Easter?
It's later,
That is a thing.
or it's a different date. Sometimes it is the same time. Easter is on the 18th. So
Okay.
in 2 weeks is a Good Friday. So we're off Good Friday. Ukrainian Easter is a different day, but sometimes it falls on the same day. I don't know.
Does
how
the
that
priest get up there and sing a bunch of songs?
works. What?
You ever do Pasonki?
Pisanka, yeah.
Oh, that was.
I don't know. We're also into an Easter discussion here. Okay. But back to Thanksgiving here quickly. I would have the first, no one does anything on Thanksgiving Monday. So there's your East-West semifinals.
Boom.
The following Sunday, yes, I'm moving back to Sunday because of the Monday,
Yeah.
would be the East-West final. The week after would be Grey Cup. So the Grey Cup this year would take place on November 2nd. Although it is Daylight Savings Day that day.
Send your
So that'd be a little weird.
resume
That was the day
Whatever.
before my birthday.
to randy@cfl.ca.
And then
Commish.
you would have to, you need 10 teams. So it's like, okay, we got to commit
You
to
have
Quebec
to
City.
get that 10th team, yeah.
And then actually the CFL would almost be able to start like mid-May in that sense too. What else would I want to find a way to also make the Canadian quarterback count to the ratio somehow?
That'd be good.
Cool.
That needs to. The fact that it doesn't just doesn't make any sense.
I like these proposed changes that you have.
And then is there anything else I would fully do?
May I add something as your vice commish?
Me too.
Not the Rouge.
Me too.
Get rid of the rouge. End
Well, you're
zones
not
5
hired.
yards shorter.
No, I like
I'm
fine
the size
with
of
They're
the
that.
too deep. Too deep.
I like the size of the field.
I'd make them all cornered.
Too deep
What are your thoughts on free corn dogs, Commish?
for everybody.
For everyone.
No, I'm good.
Ah,
You could pay for that.
you heard it here first.
That'd be the big thing for me. I just want this. I think this Grey Cup needs to be handed out earlier.
I don't mind that.
If you could hand it out the first or second week in November, I think also then weather won't play a factor as much anymore ever
It's
again.
not so
type thing.
cold.
It wouldn't be as cold. And even when you get to the playoffs, if you're playing playoffs in October, generally it's mild.
Yeah.
So
Bundle
I
up,
think you
crisp.
get, that's when I'd want more people to come out to the games as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to the start of the season. Yeah, if I have to challenge the Stanley Cup,
Fernand's ready for.
I heard him
Of
cuss.
Tecmo? Well, did he win? You beat him 35-0. What team are you?
I was the Chargers.
You were the Chargers.
He was the Lions.
Ooh.
First down.
Well, good thing he has the good thing is the
Just ready to come out.
good thing he has the 4th pick.
I know.
He's gonna need it.
That's
That was a
funny.
good discussion.
Thank you. He is wearing the Larry Thompson
This is hat backwards.
t-shirt. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good shirt. I like that shirt.
it was good. Just 5 yards less in the end zones. No rouge. Great game otherwise. It's the best football.
I don't think they
And then
really have anything
move
else I
up,
would change.
move up the schedule. I like that idea about the schedule.
That's
and
the
you're
big
right.
one.
Like the football as a whole schedule, be damned. This is the CFL schedule. You adapt.
Well, and they have said that if they can get the 10th team, right now we have 3 buys in the CFL.
Get rid of
Because
there's too many.
Well, because they have to balance it.
Yes,
like player
I know,
safety.
I know.
I think they could go to 1. I don't think it would be 2. I think they can get to 1
That'd be
if
great.
they have 10 teams, and it would balance out a little bit better. And that would end the season in 2 weeks sooner. So right now the Grey Cup is November, I think it might be the 16th.
That's my dad's birthday.
So
Happy
then right
birthday.
there, in that sense,
Reno.
Happy birthday, Reno.
2 weeks before, it would like
That'd be perfect.
we wouldn't even have to really move the CFL up at all.
You just.
If you moved it up, like
I think that'd be great.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
yeah.
I tell you.
they need 10. So they might even with the schedule, not even moving it. It might be just like you have to get that 10th team in Quebec City. You got to get that
Yes.
done because then the Grey Cup could be handed out sooner.
Martin Texan. Martin says, Matty, move the CFL schedule up for more summer games. Nothing beats drinking beer, watching sports in the sun. The winter sucks
Boom.
for games. Martin,
Mhm.
that is very true. Good point.
Although I do like the fall too.
Fall's good.
Going out in
you
the
put on a
fall.
jacket.
Yeah.
But you get the
Nice
sun
crisp.
and it goes down. It gets a little
crisp in
chillier.
the air.
I love the
stadium,
crisp.
yeah.
The leaves are
you can
falling.
just
As
feel it in
you're
the
walking
air.
on the leaves as you're walking up to Commonwealth.
But that'd be
Wonderful.
great. Playoff football.
Scooter.
Absolutely. So that
I'm
would be
here
the
for it.
changes I'd want to make to the
You're
Canadian
into
Football
the
League.
CFL now. eh?
Yeah, I'm pumped. Yeah, I actually had a conversation with my dad with the CFL. He was like really proud. He's like, Trev, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, thank you, Dad. Yeah, so that was kind of cool talking some CFL with the pops.
Nice.
I can't wait. Like, yeah, I mean, surround yourself. That's always what it's been for me. Like, surround yourself with people that are fans of a sport. I'll become a fan. But like growing back home, there wasn't a single friend I had that watched the CFL, and there was just lots of hockey. Like, not even NFL or anything. It was just hockey. And so, but yeah, I found some pretty cool dudes up here that
Oh, nice.
know some CFL.
What's their
and,
names?
Tom Gazzola,
Oh,
right
stop.
here, and Matawanek, of course. We got Brendan, big CFL guy, right?
No.
Are you CFL? No, you're an NFL guy. We're gonna change you.
You'll become like me.
When you're done, you're gonna be wearing that beautiful CFL logo, like the Canadian Rob Lowe
Yes.
on a hat.
I love that move. I wanted to get a MLB one, actually.
We're
Just
gonna
like the
get you-
Elsewhere.
We're gonna get you a CFL one.
I'm all about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach's
For the
in it
shield.
too.
We're gonna teach you to hate the rouge.
Nah, I
It's cool.
much like Trev. I don't really understand it,
It's
but
ridiculous.
I'm all about it.
Yes.
You're not you're on like almost an island nearly by yourself.
It's awful.
It's
we
cool.
even
it's
grabbed
history.
Belzy to like agree
No,
to Luke's
he
change.
appeased you guys that day. He doesn't. He thinks it's silly too.
Like you're completely almost by
Stop
yourself
it.
on that one.
Shh.
It's Easter. It's the Sunday after full moon after spring solstice.
Like,
So
that's
the
way
first-
too much.
First full moon
pick a
after
day.
spring solstice, it's Easter.
And then the Ukrainian Easter. The
I can't
priest
remember how
gets
that
up
one
there
works.
and he sings those songs and.
I don't understand what you're doing.
Did you ever do the Pasunka? Is
Yes,
that
I
what
told you I did.
Oh,
Pesanka.
oh Pasunka.
Growing up, I've done them. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
part of school and stuff.
I'm not Ukrainian, but it's tradition in our family. We do them every year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have some pretty cool eggs I've designed.
I was crap at them.
Oh, I was really good. I'll show you some of my eggs.
Please, I'm
They're
very
my-
You
fascinated by
kept
this.
them?
Yeah, that's what you do. You
Yeah,
keep them.
You put. You
My
have to put
grandma's
the
got a
hole in
whole-
them and you get the yolk out. 'Cause
I had-
sometimes people will do it without and
Ew.
then
Yeah, but that's
one
stupid.
day it will crack and you're like, and you
Yeah.
have to dump it right away. But no, there's ways to do it, and yeah, you keep them because you did some work in them.
The
Yeah.
singing of the priest thing.
I don't know what you're talking about with this.
Okay, so at AOB,
yeah,
right? They have the Ukrainian program.
yeah.
My mom's a
priest will
Polish
sing.
lady, and I had to go do the celebrations. Right, it's a Catholic church or Catholic school, and they would do the celebrations, and they would have the Ukrainian celebrations. And I remember sitting in them. The ones I didn't skip, I would always skip them in 10th grade. And then my mom worked at AOB, so I couldn't skip them. She knew my schedule, and she's like, "There's a celebration today. You have to go to it." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's the Ukrainian thing." She's like, "You have to go to it." I'm like, "Okay." And I remember sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is worse than Italian church." And then the priest, he gets up, he sings. You stand up, you kneel, you stand up. He sings some more.
He stand and sit a lot. There's a lot of
he
that.
belts it out. He belts it out, the Ukrainian.
Yeah, but you're
it's
also
like
supposed to sing with him.
What am I saying? I don't know what the hell's going on.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like in the church, like people sing, other people sing.
Do they have
It's
the
not just
lyrics?
church and stuff. It's not just the priest.
Lyrics?
No,
on the
there's no
slideshow?
lyric. They don't give you the book like at a church.
Well, not at the school. In the church, in our church, there is.
Oh.
Like if you go to the Ukrainian Catholic Church, there's books.
I have no
There's actually
idea.
more books than the Roman Catholic Church. There's a full divine liturgy book.
Then there's always an envelope for the money.
Yes.
That's the most important part. Church is a good business. Anyway, so I go to my mom after the first Ukrainian celebration that I go to, and I'm like, "Mom, what the hell was that?" She goes, "What do you mean?" She goes, "That was wonderful." And I was like, "Yeah, but like we're standing up, we're sitting, we're doing this more than the Italian church, more than whenever we'd go to the Polish church." And she's like, "Yeah, they have some really, really deep traditions. I don't really understand it either." I'm like, "You're Polish, you should know this. It's similar." She goes, "Nope, it's different." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Just be nice. It's nice.
Enjoy it,
They're
Tommy.
great. They're great." And I'm like,
Smile
okay.
and wave, Tommy.
Yeah, that's what I did. And
Be a
then
good boy.
guess what? Never went to another one again.
I have some breaking news. This is the EST
April
Hangout.
Fools.
This better not be April Fools. The EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Matty, YouTube, Trev, Tom Gazzola with you here, Brendan the intern on the other side of the camera, according to Mark Spector of Sportsnet. It sounds like Connor McDavid made the trip to Vegas with the team after all. But while Trent Frederick and Evander Kane are expected to take the morning skate with the team today, 97 seems less likely to do so. We'll be there to report.
Cool.
So we might be in. Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be a good one.
Do you think you might be in?
Is that what that said?
No.
No, it's probably not in. But he flew with the team.
Well, he loves California.
What it says is he made the trip to the team.
He loves the Southwest.
Frederick and Kane are expected to take the morning skate, but McDavid is less likely to do so. But they are there to report once the morning skate occurs, which takes place today at, that's the wrong button.
Giving pointers.
Noon, 12:30 our time.
12:30 our
That's
time?
what time they get the ice. In the NHL, it's 10:30 and 11:30 local time where you get the ice. Home team 10:30, visiting team 11:30. You can flip it. You can make a trade, but that rarely happens.
Do you think McDavid, he's 90 points. Do you think he gets 100 points?
No.
Actually,
no.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
It all depends on
you
when
want
he
him ready.
plays.
Yeah, no,
If
that's
he's
true.
playing as of tonight,
Then yes.
Yeah.
I think he can get there.
I hope so. That'd be
But-
cool.
I don't wanna
Especially
be negative.
with the opponents he has. But if doesn't play tonight, doesn't play tomorrow, doesn't play Saturday, plays Monday, whatever, like then it's just the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
There's less and less game, less and less runway. It's hard to answer that without knowing when he's playing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the difficult part of that. Are you laughing at Eric's comment? No.
I'm laughing at you. Surveyor Brett. He quoted
Did I say that?
He clipped it too. Quote, "It was hard and I liked how it felt in my hand."
Did I say that?
Unquote. YouTube
When
Trev
did I
on the
say that?
Hangout.
Oh, when we were talking about the ball? Oh, God. Anyway, maybe I did say that.
Eric goes trap game from Vegas. And then somebody from our EST account going, they're due for a loss. And Hernan saying, damn straight. So I think that's Dusty, Hernan, and Eric having a conversation in the nasty chat.
And Hernan got his ass kicked.
Yeah, that's tough.
Tecmo.
That's embarrassing. I would never.
35-0.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. You're going to lose that
No,
at
I'm
some
not.
point in our league game. You're going to lose by a big
I'm
score.
pretty good at vids. I'm not going to lie. It's probably the best thing. Give me any video game. Give me maybe a week. I'll be better than anyone at it. It's true.
That is a pretty bold claim.
That's
I mean,
always tripping Hernan.
Look at the track and field. There's all these
Yeah.
records.
He has like all the records from track
you
and
know?
field.
And
yeah.
then I was like, okay, let me give this thing a run.
That game was
Boom!
that game came out like 25 years before you were born.
Smoke it sure looks like it. And smoke the records. And like
Yeah.
I broke. I didn't just break. I shattered the records.
I don't think you know how good Uke, Hernan, well, Dusty and I are.
Taking shots. Hear that, Hernan?
I don't think you know how good Dusty and I are.
I don't know. I like my chances.
I don't.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell. When does
Yeah.
this bad boy start? Let's go. I'm ready.
I think maybe like, well, probably because I'll have to make sure today was the day for anyone else to declare. Then we'll have to do the draft
Declare.
lottery. And then we'll have
nothing to do
to
with
draft
this.
our teams because you guys will have to draft your teams.
Will you cheer for me?
We've given you guys advantages. I will tell you that.
I don't need an advantage.
Well, then trade me your first pick for my first pick straight up.
I don't
1
think-
for 1.
I don't think anyone would allow that.
Yeah, we could do trades. You could take the 7th pick and I'll take whatever 1, 2, 3.
I don't want that though.
Actually, I'd such.
I don't want to help you.
Because I'm going to dominate.
I'm very intrigued to see how you do because I know you say you're the best here, and your record shows it.
Thank you.
And so,
Thank you. I beat Dusty yesterday, and I beat Hernan in the last 2 games I've played him. So,
yeah, like I'm not scared of Hernan. No offense, Hernan, but
well, he just can't win games.
he played NHL 94 his whole life, and he has yet to beat me in a game.
Hernan's great.
I never played.
Hernan's great when he plays because it's like woe is me the entire game. That's all. Like he plays this victim the entire game.
He plays victim in life. It seems like he's like he comes in. He's like I suck. It's true. He's always so negative. He's like I hate everything. But I don't know.
The Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life's transitions. Canadian storage provider, sentinel.ca by Canadian, 75% off 8 weeks and 10 by 15 units. That offer goes until April 15th. We got to talk about a life transition that's occurring with you.
Oh, do we?
Well, is there anything?
Sucks.
How can we help you?
What happened to you?
I don't
Well,
know.
he's,
How can I help
having
me?
to-
I might move home. I might have to go to
Why?
Pincher. Move in with my grandma again.
I was worried as you were doing the confessions today. It was because of baths.
The baths.
I was going to lose my
Oh.
shit against the guy. Like, is it really about baths?
Yeah. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, no, but they
got
weren't.
Well, because with the way he was talking about, like at first, like he made just the joke,
I was
of it,
just
but it's like
joking.
it was about the bath. And he's like, yeah, the guy was upset about my bath. Like it could not be because of that.
I know.
be.
I was gonna come over the top ropes for that one.
I know they weren't thrilled with my water intake because they did tell me to dial it down with my baths.
Did they really?
They told me to, like I was going over quite a bit, and they said whatever you're doing with this water, just stop. And I was like, oh, maybe.
Is that a thing when you're renting to go over your water? Like having a bath
Well,
is
I
having
did.
a bath.
Well, I mean,
I
You should be
did.
allowed to have a bath.
I was like $100 over on my last bill.
did they set a limit in the contract?
Well, they said utilities included.
Yeah. Then you have unlimited.
well, and also like if
Apparently,
there's
I don't.
if there's a bath in there and you want to take a bath, like they
Yep.
can't be
I'm putting
like
bacon grease down all the
you
freaking
couldn't.
things before I
Don't say
leave.
that out loud.
You just admitted to it.
You can't do that one. We'll cut it out on later.
Yeah.
But like that's where like if they actually says I'm like I don't think
If it's not
like,
in
if
the
there's
contract,
well, and there's a
yeah.
bath there.
They
like you know what,
adjusted
I'm-
my meter. They came in. They were like, we're putting in a new meter for your water tank. So it tracks your water better.
Well, the meter is supposed to track it regardless.
Yeah, but they got a better one because the other one, I don't know. There's
I'm sorry, like that. Yeah, if
It's
it was
stupid.
utilities incled, like, and it's like, well, I
know.
want to also have a bath.
Yeah.
maybe I should
I'm
have
gonna
read
have
the
a
fine
bath.
It
print.
should be unlimited.
I had like 5 baths last week when I was sick. It was the best.
So it's a bath. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a bath in there, you should be allowed to use the bath.
Use the bath.
I agree. Yeah. So
They sound like bad landlords.
yeah, so it's a property agency, and so I guess like a owner of the house was like he just went, I think that's how this works. They go to them and like, here, you deal with all this. I'm putting
Yeah.
this up for sale, whatever. And
Oh, they're selling. So it's
Yeah.
not because
so I'm not getting
No.
evicted,
Oh, okay.
no, but they're just like, okay, we're deciding to sell the property.
Gotcha.
The owners are, and I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, so yeah, we need you out in a month, and I'm like, well, that kind of sucks. And then they were like, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. We still need you out. It doesn't matter if it
Yeah,
sucks.
they can do that. It sucks.
Yep. So I've been looking, and I had 2 viewings last week, which I couldn't go to because I was sick. So that sucked. But no, I'm confident. Like it took like over a year, and I said this on the morning show. Like I was very picky because I wanted to check off all the boxes, But I'm not going to have that luxury this time because I only got a month. So I'm looking, and if that's all it is. But it's okay. It'll be okay. It just sucks. Like I was just saying, I had one final box. It was like it just had candles and a few things in it, and I finally did it. I was like, "Wee, everything's good." I threw the last box. I'm like, "I'm finally in. This is great." And then they were like,
Back it up.
"Nope." So yeah,
It's gonna happen. It happens.
it's the way she goes, but it's okay.
Well, I do think you need to check with someone else again too, because people are saying in the morning show.
I did. I told them.
Alberta.ca or government, it does say landlords must give 3 months notice for ending
they
a
really?
tenancy, ending a rent agreement, ending you have a fixed term,
No, and see, that's what they said.
do you have
it's
a
not
month to
fixed.
month?
They
so you
said
have a periodic term.
So it was 6 months I signed. And they said month to month they'd have
Wasn't
to.
that a fixed term?
I don't
Fixed
know.
term would be so a fixed term ends on the day specified in the rental agreement. So is there a day in your rental agreement?
No, just 6 months. Whenever 6 months is up, I guess. But yeah, I got. They said hello because you're on a fixed term lease. There is no notice period required.
So you're on a fixed term lease.
Yeah. So there's
So
no
now
notice.
we're ending a rental agreement, which is ending a fixed term.
Yeah.
The landlord or tenant does not need to give notice to end a fixed term tenancy on its end date. However, when approaching the end of a fixed term lease, it is best practice for landlords and tenants to advise one another their intent to renew or not renew the lease in advance of the lease's expiration, or if this is not a legal requirement. So that says to me, they don't have to give you notice of ending on that date, not to end it early. Have you been in there for 6 months?
No.
When did you move in?
Like this will be the end. The end of April will be 6 months.
That's why then they don't have to give you the 90 days.
Yeah.
That's your lease is up.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the way she goes, but it's okay. I'm still happy, and that's good.
You'll find something.
Oh yeah, it'll be great. And like I said, I'll probably be able to stay a week at Dusty's, a week at LT's, probably a month at Glue Guys, a few days at your guys' place.
Sure.
I just
I'll
got
probably-
a couch.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have a guest room.
I just have a
Perfect.
couch.
I'll probably spend a day at Zach's. So that'll be enough.
Let's have an air mattress.
And then, yeah, probably I wouldn't mind spending like maybe 2 weeks with Reed, see what that's all about. I think that'd be fun. We'd mesh.
Reed would not welcome you into it.
I think
So
he
wait
would.
a sec. You're staying
And
with all of us.
Gager. There's
Yeah,
also Gager.
Gager would be. Oh, he said
And
that.
Haran.
He already said that. Whenever Trev, for how long you name it. Brendan, what's up?
Yeah, Jay just
Got a couch.
moved his mother into that one house. It was
Yeah.
an open room.
Yeah,
That's
there's
right. They
a few
just built
nasties
her
out
own.
there. I'm sure they'll welcome me in.
He's couch surfing.
With open arms. Anyway.
But you will find a place.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'll
thank God.
I'll figure it out. Okay, thank God.
What'd you say?
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, no, I'll
it's-
find a place. I'll be able to do it. It just won't be as nice. I tell you, I love this place. It
Or
felt.
maybe it will be nicer.
Now, if you stay at my place, I will say my guest bathroom does not have a bath in it.
Hey, that's okay.
It's just a shower in there.
No, I love showering too.
We got the hot tub. You can go ahead.
You can go in the hot tub.
Oh,
Do not put bubble stuff in there. People put bubble stuff
yeah.
in there and they
Then
get very
it's-
upset.
But it does when
Heavens.
the jets are going. There's
Yeah, there's-
bubbles.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
don't
it's
throw
all
like a
sweat.
bath bomb in there. or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, I would never.
Yeah, I do have a soaker tub in the ensuite, but that is off limits too.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
That's your room.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
That's my room.
I respect it,
Thank you.
kind of.
Mine has a bathtub,
Oh,
but it's not
Hey,
like the
Matty.
biggest bathtub. So
that's okay.
it's-
Any tub's a tub.
So
You ask me. You can make anything a tub.
Now, I
can
mean,
we make anything a tub?
Sure, why not?
I haven't thought too deeply about this and you and your bathing habits, which is great.
Thank you.
It's good to stay hygienic.
I like it too.
But like, are you the kind of guy that's like kicking up his legs?
Yes.
And,
I'm in all.
and you're taking photos and
Oh.
it's just above your crotch.
Oh gosh, no.
So you know how girls do that?
Yes,
You
I
do
know.
that, but you're the guy version of that.
No, I think I did that once when I was in grade 10 and I posted on Facebook and then I got like just ripped apart by everyone and they're like saying all sorts of stuff that I really can't say on air.
As they should.
And then I deleted it and I never did it again. So that's why.
That's a bad age to do that one on
Just
too.
like-
That's an awful age.
Deep thoughts.
Yeah, I was like having a tub. What's up?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Stuff I used to post, it was bad. Like confessions. I know confessions will say, yeah, I post some really stupid things when I was younger. But yeah, that was fun. I don't think that was stupid. It was fun. You know, I'm a kid having a grand old time. Not a care. That's what that tells me. I don't care.
But you
Just having a
deleted
time.
it, so you did care in the end.
Well, the words hurt.
The word's cut.
Yeah, they did. But I've learned my lesson. Okay, Tommy, you don't have to worry about me doing that anymore. Okay?
I think you should just text them to him
Oh,
directly.
Please don't.
Go on the top, just having a soak, brah.
I'll do that. Do you actually want that?
No.
I'll do it.
I think he does.
I'll do it, Tommy. Just for you.
Why?
Are you kidding me? I know you'd like it. Maybe if
I
you
would not like
Then
it.
he'd be like, oh, he's being hygienic.
maybe you can return the favor.
Good
If you
for
know what I
Trev.
mean.
You're not getting a return favor.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, we're all jokes here
Yeah.
on the Hangout. This is fun. I like it. It's great. Having a great time. It's really good talking to you lads.
Krager via the inbox says YTT just buy the house. As for Dusty saying he has no mattress, he has said numerous times he has an entire room of mattresses for wrestling with the kids. Dusty just doesn't want you at his place. What a crap move by the boss. Dusty has a wrestling room full of mattresses. Wrestling room will now be called YTT's room.
Yeah, I've heard him mention that room before. He goes in the room and he
That's
wrestles
his
with the
nap
kids.
room.
What? I didn't know about
So
that.
then today he says, I don't have any spare extra mattresses.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stay at Dusty's place for probably 3 weeks.
Well, it makes the most sense.
You just upped the days.
It also makes sense just because you guys like on the same show.
Yeah, so
Like if you're on with
carpool
Jay,
and-
it's very difficult, different times.
yeah, that's true.
So like
that's true.
you're leaving early and then you're gonna come back and just hang out with his family while he's working.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but no, this will
Whereas
be good.
Dusty, it's like you guys could come to work together and you can go back home together.
Yeah, we can. And he
Carpool,
also
some days you could drive Dusty.
he
and
also
some days
likes
he'll
bubble
drive you
baths.
in.
That's a good point.
You guys could stop and grab breakfast together on your way in,
We could-
or grab lunch on the way home.
bathe together. Just putting that out there. What? He likes bubble baths. I know a bubble bath person when I see one. And
You guys will be like Bert and Ernie.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I like that. But
And then you go to Eric's for a little bit and do the same thing.
walk with him to work. That'll be good. Yeah, there's lots of options, and that's what we're figuring out here. I have lots of options.
There have been some offer. Jason
We're
the Arcadian has
endlessly-
offered you a spot. This is
Endlessly
guest room.
supportive team is what Zach said, and it's we need that somewhere because that's what this shows. You guys are supporting me with endless love.
You could also just sleep here a couple nights.
Yeah.
He's done that.
Hashtag
He's done that.
Flashback Friday.
Oh, I forgot about. Wasn't that a Flashback Friday thing? Or no, wait.
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
All of
That's
them were a
something.
thing.
Corey B says, "What's your budget? I'll keep an eye out."
Probably 13 to 1500. Probably what I'm looking at.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Bless
God
you.
bless you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah. But enough with this bath talk. Oh, that's one thing. Well, what? What's
No,
up?
I'm just curious where you're going.
What else do you want to talk about?
Oh,
I've had-
I don't know. Have you guys? I know we're talking a lot about my fingers hurt. You know, obviously Happy Gilmore, just a classic. But you guys see the new trailer?
I didn't actually. Still haven't watched
Oh,
it.
it's great. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, I can't wait. But it won't be in theaters. No, it'll just be on Netflix.
Yeah.
That
Sometimes they do make deals
because that's one I was like, I really want to see that. in
Happy
theater.
Gilmore 2. When does it come out?
July.
July 25th.
Oh,
That's a while
yeah,
away.
I love that. Oh, I can't wait, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be good. They've got a lot of the pros. It'll be interesting. They just can't mess it up. They can't.
They absolutely could.
They could. I'm
but-
curious where the story goes. I'm glad Julie Bowen's back in it as
Yeah, 'cause-
Virginia Venet. I think.
Yeah. Because
She was great.
that's really the only movie I know her on.
She was
she's
in
Modern Family.
Oh,
She was in Horrible Bosses.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
She was in ER for a couple years. Ed,
Oh.
Boston Legal. She was in Lost, apparently. Movies wise, Happy Gilmore, Joe Somebody, Horrible Bosses, Life of the Party, The Fallout. So
I'll have to look into that. Horrible Bosses.
Not the
eh?
craziest.
I love
She's-
Horrible Bosses.
I
I had a huge crush on her.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
She still is,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
She's beautiful.
do worry about movies that have a lot of cameos.
It can be a lot.
Oh, it's you have all these cameos to try to balance off a crappy plot.
Do you think, because is it Sandler has a deal with Netflix and he has to pump out?
He passed the pump out a lot. Doesn't
Yeah. Do you think that's why we got this Happy Gilmore part 2? Or do you think that there
Wouldn't be
was
surprised
actually
by that.
something like a legitimate script there that they're like, okay, we got this?
He first signed a deal in 2014, which has extended multiple times, where he has to
Strictly be with them.
do a bunch of films. Trying to see how many films. So
'Cause
5 years ago, he signed a $275 million deal to make 4 more films. So it's always like making a bunch of films.
Some of them are misses, actually.
What was
A
the
lot of
diamond
them.
one? I thought that one was very good. It was
Oh, that was
Uncut Gems.
Uncut
was nice.
Gems.
Never
Yeah.
watched it, but apparently that was fantastic.
It was very good, and it was Adam Sandler in a very different role.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was refreshing.
What are you laughing at? Please indulge us.
If Trevor makes up with my brother Atif, maybe he could stay at his house for a few days.
No,
As
thank
if.
you. No, thank
Coming
you.
from Atif.
That should be Asif.
Yeah, we've been saying Asif.
Asif?
That's his brother from Montreal, but it's
So Atif,
Not.
is Atif back?
Well, he texted.
that's his brother, Matty. Asif. That's not Atif. He played kind of easy trivia today. Asif did.
Did he win?
Yeah,
Nice.
he went 3 for 5. He said, when asked who was Jack Eichel drafted by, he said Winnipeg Jets.
Oh boy.
It was tough. Yeah, good old.
Another one did he get wrong? Or did they just run out of time?
Who do the Oilers play to? Oh no, he got that one right. I forgot the other ones he got, but it wasn't the best performance.
You're on fire today, by the way.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
in a very good mood. I like this.
Yeah, it's it's good. Well, I'm pumped. It's been a minute. I don't think I've ever been on the Hangout with you two. Just you two. This is the first.
Pretty sure we've had this before.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't think so. It's
You're
always
gonna make
been.
me check. You're gonna.
It's
make me
always
check.
been Matty, myself, and either Hernan, Zach,
Hangout,
several other
Alanic,
people.
Gazola.
We've had
Trev.
like the 4 of us, but then there's always been someone else.
We've had.
This is a first. I'm certain.
Well, there's once with Jay and you and Zach to come. We had 5 of us and like rotating in. There was that day.
Oh, this is a first. I'm telling you.
I feel like we've done it once before.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can't find it right now though, as I'm looking for it. I'll look this up later. One thing to keep an eye on from this, but one thing I wanted to talk about too.
Oh, yes.
Please. Keep it locked on. We had Murray on yesterday. VIP golf show coming up, but also released on our YouTube channel.
Oh,
Zach's quest for
Breaking 100.
improving in golf and breaking 100. The first video came up. Just baby steps, breaking 100, episode 1. Zach, I have to watch the full video, but
Me too.
it is now there. He's been put in touch with someone, a professional in town, to try to get better at golf. And I think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna break 100 this year.
You don't? I think you will.
That is tough to do. 50. We looked at it. I think last week. 50% of golfers break 100. That's it.
What?
That's it.
I love you, Zach. You're not breaking 100.
I think you will.
Maybe even.
I think he gets
never.
to. I think he's between like 120
This guy
and
sucks.
130.
His thumbnail.
Great thumbnail. He does suck.
He did it
Yeah.
by himself. So, like,
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But
Yeah.
it's you were looking at one of the videos that he had. His first swing at the golf classic.
Yep.
That was a rough shot
Oh,
because he like hits.
behind the driver.
Well, he hits like on like I don't even know how to describe where he hits that. I gotta show if I could.
It is. It's all time. It really is. I watched this twice already.
The whole video.
Yeah, I get a real good kick out of it. It's so funny. I love his first few swings, but he's like, oh, you know what? There's a lot of really good things to like here. And then you look at the bottom, and it was like, carry 18 yards. I was like, sorry, we're not making fun of you. We're laughing with you, Zach, not at you.
The best was last year he brought in the clubs he thrifted.
Well, he's still using the same clubs.
No.
That's why I like.
No, he got rid of the cracked ones
Oh, thank God.
because I ripped him for that one.
Yeah, he showed the clubs. He's like, look at this one, Tommy. I got it for $4. It had a hole in the face.
Yeah.
And it was his driver. I'm like, yeah, you know why? You paid for the metal and the grip. That's
Yeah.
why it was
Oh no,
$4.
I had it paused at like the perfect
It's
spot.
yeah, it's tough. And going to the range with Zach was very life threatening. It felt like, because every now and then you hear the bang, and someone
Yeah.
hits it off the. That was Zach every freaking time, And so everyone's looking at you. So only go if you're not scared of attention, I guess. But he has fun, and he's got he's got the energy you need because he never gets defeated. And like, that's one thing. He doesn't.
Okay.
And like in golf, like that's like one shot is all it takes for me to get ticked, like pissed. I'm done. But like Zach has like 20 in a round, and he's still just chipper. In one hole, I mean.
Okay.
Okay, I can't. But this is where you hit the ball. Like, look at where that ball is compared to the club. Don't press play. Like, if you press anything, you'll like go away.
Oh, that ball has no chance.
Well, like it's underneath the
That's
club.
going nowhere.
Like it's not even like on like the heel or the toe of it. Like it's on the outside of the club somehow.
I'm not a pro, but there is so much wrong with this freeze frame. Arm extension.
Looks like he's weed
head.
whacking.
How his legs are. This is awful.
This
Even
is why
I
I'm
can
gonna-
pick this up.
This is why I'm going to enjoy this so much because we're looking at Zach right now and we're seeing, like you're saying, look at all this is wrong.
This is awful.
And we're going to come to the end of the year and be like, look at this improvement Zach has.
That's why I think he is going to break 100 this summer because he's in very good hands. He's got a teacher who's a pro. He's with Murray every weekend. Murray sits in the bullpen with him and shows him where, like he'll be like, Zach, okay, what are you doing back here? And Murray's like fixing this stuff. Now, Zach, I don't know if he has like the attention span of a squirrel or not, but like Murray's working with him. And I think Zach's the type of guy, having known him for the last year and a bit, that once he catches on to something and it clicks in his mind, I think he gets better and better and better. Like watch him, the way he produces, the way his reads now are way better. And I think if he puts his
he was
mind
better
to
at
golf,
hockey at the Heavy Hockey Showdown.
Yeah.
He improved year to year.
Yeah. So that's why I do think he will break 100 this year. I know, Matty, like you're right, it is a bit lofty considering he shot 180, which is ridiculous because he kept score like
It's
that.
got to be a record.
But I think he'll be able to because I think he'll figure it out, and he's got pros teaching him.
I'm also gonna I want what Zach to do, like straight up what some golfers will do. Like they have a max score you could put on a scorecard.
Yeah.
Double par.
Double
is usually
par,
what it
yeah.
is. If you double par, most places are 72. That's 144.
Yes.
Right there, you're saving almost 40 strokes, Zach.
Yeah. Aim for double par.
Yeah, when he said 180, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Just
pick
mark
up the ball.
Absolutely.
Following Zach that day.
Yeah.
If there's a par 5 and you're on the 9th shot and you miss and you can't get it on the 10th shot, you go there.
You dying?
That one.
We don't need to lose.
Just
you,
mark
Brendan.
down the 10.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be
Take
like
the 10.
No one's gonna look at you like you're not being honest or like how dare you.
Yeah.
Everyone, like anyone you're with, is gonna be like, no, that's fine. Like, yeah, mark down a 10.
Extra strokes.
Just right off the bat, just do double par, and you are gonna be in a better spot. Just mental. Well, he doesn't have those mental game issues. He just has fun.
Yeah.
I guess that
He's
one
like a
part of it.
puppet dog.
He'll never
Absolutely.
beat himself, but
no.
the one thing I have, like I really struggle with is he has to get new clubs.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll watch, like, I know he may have got rid of the real bad ones, but like his hands are at his knees when he swings.
Yeah.
Like they are so like in his back, like I don't know if the pro told him like, hey, you need to, I'm sure he did because I mean, that was the one thing that was just glaring to me when he swung, like how far down he was hitting. It was really tough.
It's almost like he's swinging a bat.
Yeah, like that,
Where's
and his clubs
extent?
are the size of a bat. So he needs new clubs. He has to, and then maybe he'll get to 120.
Well, a big uke, it's going to be much faster to go from 150 to 100 than 99 to 90. And that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
big
to
uke's
just
right.
immediately, like all he has to do is like you're saying, like if his carry was 18 yards,
Yep.
he needs to get that carry to 75 yards, 100 yards.
Yeah.
And right there, you're going to break down those strokes. And that just comes down to technique.
Yeah.
You get a couple of good technique. He's got some strength behind him.
Yeah.
If he gets that technique down, the ball's going to go straight and he's just going to cut off those strokes. The 100 is the hard part. That's where it's like, I don't know if he'll be able to get to 100 this year.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a fun journey to watch. Keep it locked to the YouTube channels of Edmonton Sports Talk, but also
a good one.
tune into the VIP Golf Show starting May 4th. It is season 7 with Murray McCord and Curtis Stock. But Zach Ticum is on his pace goal for breaking 100, and we'll follow that progress on the show this year. As for me and my golf season, Advantage Sports Medicine Physiotherapy, who were part of the afternoon shows. Are they with?
They're on the pre and post game.
Pre and post game show. That's who they're with. Jeff Krischel is with them. and then launching a golf program to try to build fitness and stuff. And I'm going today
Crush is awesome.
to
Awesome.
have my initial assessment, and
Yes.
then they're going to build me a little bit of a golf program to work on the fitness part of things for achieving your golf goals.
Cool.
And so I'm very fascinated. by this.
You
I'm
are
very excited
feisty on the course. I have.
I
to
can't
say.
wait
can be.
to see Matty golf.
It's
So I'm
exciting.
back this
he
year.
gets very upset when he lets himself down.
He's the opposite of Zach.
and he scored today, which was amazing. I hadn't heard that
Yeah,
in a
thank
while.
I don't do that a lot.
In my
on the
defense.
Hangout.
Yeah,
I think
but
maybe
that
only
was
like 2 or 3 times I've ever used
But-
the S word on the station.
Yeah, thank you.
But
Oh, that would've
on the
been stupid.
course, he lets it fly like a drunken sailor.
Oh, I'm a swearer.
He is
Away from
actually.
the mic,
He
I
may
swear.
not. He may
Yes,
not
you
seem
do.
like it, but probably up there with
Like it's to the
as
point
far as
where
EST goes. Yeah, he's
I'd
you
probably
have
right
the
at the
worst.
top.
I think so.
I've golfed
you were
with him a
Gager.
few times, and it's to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to talk to him because he's very mad right now. Whoa, just leave him alone.
Matty, you need to simmer down.
Yeah.
We're having fun out here, okay?
Give him
This is fun.
Get this
is
guy
fun.
a cigar. Yeah.
It's but yeah, I'm excited to see what this is. They're launching and working on doing golf programs, and people could sign up for these things. So that's the thing I'm going with.
I wonder if they're going to get you like a lot of rubber band stuff. 'Cause
That's what
those are-
physiotherapists love, rubber bands.
They love the rubber because
They
good
love the rubber
resistance, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I broke one of mine
That'd be
recently.
good.
Oh no, have to get
I had it
new
a
one.
long time.
It's getting new one.
Bands. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go see Jeff Crushell today. He was always just so positive.
We got to get Crusher back in here.
I do. Every time I say that, I'll talk to him today.
Yeah.
See if I can grab him for the
I like
hangover very
Crush.
soon.
He's awesome.
I
So
can't
that's
wait.
gonna be a
The
lot of
golf's
fun.
right around the corner, and I can't wait.
Very soon. Very soon.
Murray said what? Maybe the 15th to 20th in that
So
window.
just after the Masters.
Yeah.
I know the ranch has a contest going. I think right now about I don't know how long they allow it for, but guess this open day
Yeah.
to win some stuff.
Yeah.
I'll also go look at their Twitter account for that. The official drink at the EST Hangout, finished long drink legend in 1952. A drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor. Longdrink.com/Canada. Enter postal code, find a liquor store and establishment nearest you with it in stock. This text did come in. You guys talk about Jay saving his seat yet?
Oh, do we need? I didn't.
Did anyone have an issue with this?
No.
besides
Apparently Dusty did. Yeah, it was just Dusty.
Like Jay came to me and he's like, "Hey, I want to reserve this seat. Can I reserve this seat?" So I was like, "Whatever." And I wrote a note reserved for Jay Milne. And I
Yeah.
put it on the seat. I didn't think that was a big deal.
No.
It's because it's not a big deal.
And it wasn't a premium seat either. It wasn't the green couches. It wasn't the main couch.
The main coach would have been something. That would have been a bold move.
Yes.
I want one of the main coaches.
Yeah.
He just grabbed. It's his chair
was
that
an
he usually
office
sits
chair.
in, as Gager pointed out at all times. I don't understand why this is a thing.
I don't know. Who made it? Dusty made it a thing?
Yeah, he was pretty upset.
That's unnecessary.
Like if anyone has the right to reserve a chair, I think it's our glue guy, right? Like when was the last time he asked us for anything, right? He doesn't ask.
He asked me yesterday and I said no.
he asks me all the time for stuff.
He said, like, can you go get
Never
me
mind
snacks?
that. He doesn't ask me for anything. I
He's
guess.
like, can you go get me snacks? And it was like 2:10. I was like, well, go get it yourself. Like you have time before the show
Oh,
to go
that's
get it.
rude to glue guy. Wow, I would never do that to
I
him.
I
can't
have
say
work
no
to
to
do.
him.
Oh, that's still rude.
And then
He
I
had the
pulled
do
out,
not
and then I
disturb
had
sign.
nerd clusters, and I was like, here, have some nerd clusters, and then he's
Yeah.
happy.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, like why do I have to go driving to get snacks for him?
Because you're the coup.
Yeah, I'm working.
You got the company card?
High
No.
working.
You just Dusty and HR Daddy?
I have it. I have it in a way, but I don't have it. I can only do online purchases.
Ah. Speaking of which, I have an idea. I'm gonna have to ask.
But
Otherwise,
it's
I'm
like
gonna
it was
have to
one
do
of those
through
like
my company.
like it's not like I was coming in. When I've come in and I've offered things,
Yeah.
but it was
You
like
always
I
listen
would
to
have
me.
to actually physically look if it was 5 minutes before the show, I'm like, hey, we need something for the show.
Right.
Sure, I'm on it. It's 50 minutes before the show and it's right over here. So I actually
Yeah,
said
that's
no
a
because
good
I'm like,
point.
I gotta go do work. And then I pulled out nerd clusters.
Oh yeah, those are good.
We're now out.
But we had so many. Who brought those for us?
Gavin from the show.
Gavin did.
That's
Gavin from the Shamrock.
So I have said no to Jay before.
Oh, damn.
Just recently.
Yeah, I just think
Literally
he's a saint, right?
He's awesome. He's the glue
he's
guy.
got
He
a
is the glue
heart
guy.
of gold. If he wants to reserve a chair for a meeting, he absolutely can.
I
Dusty.
didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, Dusty was very upset.
Yeah, when we started, like Dusty was
Dusty
like
was
pointing on it. No
very
one said,
upset.
like, we didn't talk about it in the meeting. And then I know it's like came up on the show today and like he was asking Gager about it. And I'm like, I
big
didn't
deal.
think this was.
He
I
asked
didn't think
Craig
this was
Budden.
about.
He asked Craig Budden about it. Craig Budden didn't have an issue.
I don't know why would anyone have an issue with that?
It's
Yeah.
a very strange thing to be
Yeah,
upset
like he's
about.
just losing sleep over it. It's like it's fine. It's a chair. It's okay, Dusty.
Did Dusty want that chair?
Maybe he's got.
But he
a
got the coach.
soft spot for that chair, I guess.
But he had the coach.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, he's got the couch.
Okay, Dave the Welder. This is money. This is in regard to the reserving of seat. Dave the Welder says, when my grandpa was alive and living in the old folks' home, he had a metal reflective sign mounted to a cinder block that said reserved. He would move it around the parking lot to the best parking spots. No one ever questioned it for years and years.
Where did he do this?
At his old folks' home. That's almost cruel, but it's still funny. Did you see the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode with Larry who roped off his chair? I did not see that.
You know, I've never actually watched Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Great
but
show.
I would like to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Very good show.
I have not seen that one either.
It's quite funny. Funny to quite funny.
I saw this post actually today on Twitter,
Go on.
and it's something that's often discussed. But I'd like to go around the room and see your guys' thoughts on this. If you could change one thing about hockey or a rule in the NHL, what would it be? Do you guys have anything on the top of the dome?
It's a rule, or
It could be
is it just one change,
it could
or
be
is
a
it
rule.
something-
That's how it was summed. It could be a rule,
or is it if I would like to see a change in hockey, what I'd like to see?
yeah.
I'd like to see no fights after clean hits.
Oh.
I hate it.
I agree
hate it.
with
I don't
that.
even care what player gets it. I don't care if Connor McDavid has to take a clean hit. I don't want to see fights because in my mind, if you want physicality in the game, if you now have to answer for physicality, laying a clean hit, players are going to actually be less physical because they don't want to fight. They
Yeah.
don't want to, quote unquote, answer the bell by being physical. So I think if we stopped fighting after clean hits, I'm not saying dirty hits. I'm not saying right now to get rid of fighting type thing. I'm saying just fighting after a clean hit.
Yeah.
I think you would have more physicality in hockey. You'd have more hits happening in hockey, which is what people love of this sport. They want that physicality. I think the fighting after a clean hit is actually taking physicality out of this game. That would be a change I want to see in hockey.
I like that a lot. I actually agree. Like if it's dirty, yeah, you should.
You're going to
probably
jump in.
Yeah, and I remember the first time this actually brings me back a few years. I remember it was Taylor Hall, and he laid a hit on Jamie Benn. Do you remember this? There was a.
Did he catch him when Ben was going down and
No,
Taylor went over top?
It
of
was
him?
it was clean. It was a clean
Okay.
hit, and it was actually a pretty solid check. And I remember right after Ben went up and he tried, like he wanted to fight him, and he wanted to fight him, and then post game. He was asked about it, and they were like, "Oh, like what was he saying?" He was like, "Oh, he wanted to fight." Like, and I was like, if I thought it was dirty, yeah, I probably would have dropped him, or dropped the gloves. But it was a clean hit, so I didn't feel like I had to. And I was like, you know what, I agree with that. If it's clean, I feel like you shouldn't really have to.
And
No.
I'll step back. Like even if McDavid gets hit, I understand. Oh, it's your star. Just keep your head up.
Yeah.
Don't get hit. Like there has to be a line to me for this. And I think if you get hit, if we keep having fights or the fights that we've seen, if they happen after a clean hit, it's actually taking physicality out of our game.
Yeah,
Dirty hit, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jump in there. But
I
on
agree.
a clean hit, leave it. That's the game. We want physicality in hockey. You're now making a deterrent. We say fighting is like you have those back in the day, you had the goons to stop people from doing things. Well, why? Because they'd fight and people didn't want to fight. I think that's now happening with clean hits. People don't want to now lay a hit because they're like, well, if I lay a clean hit, I'm going to have to get into a fight. I don't want to get into a fight, so I'm just going to rub this guy up against the boards or something like that.
I like that. I actually really like that. Mine would be, I would like OT to be 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I'd like
that's a
to
good
see
one.
that get longer, a little longer.
But back to 5-on-5, right?
No, it has to be 3-on-3. 10 minutes, 3-on-3. I like the point system. Like I wish it was 3 points for a win. Like I kind of like how they had at the Four Nations.
Nations, yeah.
Like I like that point system, and then I like the glass to be higher, so the puck goes out less. I'm gonna keep the puck in play more. That's one thing I'd like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, let him play. But anyway, I don't know, Tommy, if you have anything.
Two after.
Yeah,
don't-
Brendan.
Yeah, I don't really have much that I like the fighting after the hit thing. That's a good one. Puck, the glass thing, very smart, Trev. I like that.
Yeah,
I don't care for the trapezoid. This is very minor. I don't care for the trapezoid. I think that's stupid. I would like that the linesmen and refs stay away from less involvement. They annoy me so very, very
Drop
much.
the puck.
Like Swayman trying to fight Kemper the other day,
Yeah, that's so stupid.
and the refs got in there. Like I was very put off by that. Outside of that, I don't really have a lot of complaints about the game.
That's good, Tommy.
Yeah, get rid of the trapezoid, and then the refs drop the damn puck and stay the hell out of the way. Take the microphones away from the refs too. By the way,
Yeah.
They annoy the living piss.
Take
out of me.
everything away from them.
Seriously.
Yeah, they suck.
Just officiate the game. Go have a beer after and tell everybody you're the backup goalie when you try to pick up chicks.
Yes.
Be a ref.
Yeah.
Okay, Brendan.
I thought about the glass too. I played defense, and I always appreciated playing in rinks where the glass was higher. So that was one.
Off the wall and out.
Yeah,
Or
every
over.
time.
Yeah.
Or a hard rim to my weak side winger. They
Ah.
always loved that one too.
Yeah. You launch that grenade to them, hey?
Yeah.
They
Wave on the
probably
way guy.
you hate. Yeah.
Oh, here
When
it
they
comes
get
again.
blown up, you're the first guy in.
Never a fan favorite.
Ah, yes.
I also did think about the refs dropping the puck as well.
Yeah.
It seems like the ref show quite often.
Yeah.
But both those being said, I'm going to go with goalie interference. I hate that I don't know on a case-by-case basis what way
Yeah.
it's going to fall. I don't know how you necessarily fix it if you just go like double HF rules and go, if you're in the crease, it's no good,
Mhm.
and just make it much more black and white. But the amount of gray area on, again, like a case-by-case basis there drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
like Gager says it, like battle for position. If you're in the crease and you mess up the goalie's ability to make a save, okay. But if you're not, or if it's like so discretionary and like these guys are flopping around, like I hate, it's so frustrating. And the offside one too. But the offside, it's like, it is offside. You know it's offside.
Yeah.
The change I would make to that is you have to view it without zooming in, and it has to be done at maybe 0.75 speed at the slowest. If you can't,
Not frame by frame.
and a clock, like you've
Yeah,
got the refs got
like that.
a minute and a half to review this. If the reason we have it is that Matt Duchesne play where it was clearly offside.
Egregiously offside.
We could then you could sit there and like, yeah, offside, whatever. If we're going, if the ref goes there and they look and they're going, okay, on this speed, I can't see it. This angle can't see it. This angle can't see it. Okay, no, whatever the call on the ice, we're sticking with that. Like we can't. This is, well, I guess it would be no. It is offside or it's not offside.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like I think that going frame by frame and being super close and really, I don't think that's not the spirit of why the rule came in place.
Good point.
So that would be the thing I would change with that. I think I was thinking about this, but I think Collingwood Rob has this. NHL new rule proposal, floating blue line like ball hockey. Do you think floating blue line would increase anything like offensiveness? Or so that floating blue line is once you cross the blue line and you're onside, it has to clear center for you to be offside again.
So that is interesting. Of all people, we were in like St. Louis when Drew Remenda was on the broadcast, and we were watching the Oilers practice, and we were having a debate how to create more offense 7-8 years ago or whatever. And Drew goes, Tommy, I love how you'd always like test me. He's like, what's one way to create more offense without really disrupting the game? And I was like, take out the blue lines. Just get rid of them.
So no offside?
Take them out. Yeah.
Or is red line offside?
You can make the red line offside, but you take out the blue lines and it encourages offense, right? And he's like, exactly. Just take them out.
Oh, that'd be radical.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Well, it would be radical. Like if all of a sudden the NHL said we're getting rid of blue lines, there is maybe even there's no offside anymore.
Yep.
There's no onside, offside. Like everything's onside.
Yep.
That's pretty radical.
Yep.
Ovechkin would love it. Hey,
A lot of guys would.
I'm
But
down
I don't know,
yonder.
like, would you see cherry picking a little bit?
Hell
Or like,
yeah, you
oh,
would.
yeah.
I'd love to see D-zone plays.
But then you're going to have that
D-zone
one team that's
plays.
going to sit there and play like, we're just going to play defense. And what? They're going to have 3 guys in our offensive zone? Cool. We're going to get puck possession and we're going to slowly take this out. And I think defensive coaches will beat the crap out of that.
Yeah.
Possible.
Oh, very intriguing.
Or I guess that wouldn't be the defensive way.
But
I
if
don't
you
know. I
want to
think-
focus on defense, like you better be possession in the offensive zone too, because it's coming back quickly. Especially if you spring a guy. Or maybe you make the red line like the one offside.
But that still would be.
Yeah.
No one stands at the blue line right now.
No.
Generally, like
That's true.
so, it would also take away all this like Like, how many goals get taken away because of an offside call? One, with the replay rule, we could see. The other way, we don't actually know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the refs do get it. Like, the offside replay is, they only take away offense. They don't add offense.
That's so true.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, we don't actually know what plays might have, like, if they've got one close one, but they got it wrong,
Yeah,
there might have been a goal that we'll never know.
that's true.
So maybe there will be more goals that are created.
Also, I don't know. I saw this the other day with baseball. They have like, it tracks a batter's feet and the foot movement, apparently. And they have this technology now. And someone said, I think it was actually Hockey Fights, down over at Hockey Fights. If they can track a player's feet in baseball, how can they not track a puck if it crossed the line or not in hockey?
So true.
And they have RFID chips inside the pucks.
Isn't it because of well, actually, I don't have that. But one thing I remember the NHL approved, and then it never happened. They were going to add a red line inside the goal line. That if the puck was touching it, it meant it clearly crossed the line. And then it never happened.
Yeah.
I don't know why it never happened.
Yeah.
It got approved, and then we never saw it.
The league went in like 5 or 6 years ago to every building, and it has to have that technology for player tracking, for puck tracking. Every building has it. It's mandated. And we don't see very much of that on the broadcast, but they have the advanced stats.
The argument would be also like, why doesn't the NFL have that
That's true.
for touchdowns?
And there is a chip in the football. There
Why
is a
doesn't
chip in the
soccer
football.
have that for some?
But
And
they
it's
have
just
VAR. or
But
VAR.
it's some don't. But it's also like you can't always see it perfectly on close. And like when you have this chip technology, like, why isn't it more used?
Yeah.
Good Time Charlie adds this also for 3-on-3 overtime. There should be an over and back rule like basketball during 3-on-3 overtime. I don't hate that. I don't hate the idea that like maybe you can't go back behind your blue line again.
Yeah.
If you take the puck
They
out
have
on
a penalty.
3-on-3
Yeah.
and you get past your blue line, you can't take it back in to your zone.
Yeah.
Brendan's right. KHL.
And I think it's the red line.
Belzy says if you take it back, it's actually a penalty.
Yeah. Like once you cross, and I believe it's the red line, but yeah, you cross over, you can loop back into
The zone.
the half of the neutral zone, but you can't cross back over.
I like that. There's too much resetting. I think that was like,
Mhm.
it was 2016 when 3-on-3 was first brought in, and it was just chaos. And I remember Carlson, he was quoted for saying something along the lines like, I don't know what we're doing out there. Like, this is ridiculous. But it was awesome. Like, it was chaos. There was like, no one really knew the strategy, and now the strategy's obvious. Like, if you
Possession.
if you had possessions, everything, you don't like what you're seeing, we'll just double back. And it's kind of taken away. But at times, it's still obviously very exciting. It's way better than 4-on-4.
Yep. Andrew, the accountant, says Tommy's rule should be linesman must drop the puck 5 seconds after entering the circle. Andrew, the accountant, yeah.
Should be.
Sure.
I swear each year.
These
it's getting
guys,
worse.
man, like they're so annoying and they talk, they have a conversation. How's this? How's that? Shut up and drop the puck, man.
Yeah.
You out. It's so.
It is very frustrating. I hate that one.
And take the mics away from the refs. Just take it away because they get all excited about it.
Or just tell them,
No, just take it
put
away.
a mandate in, just to explain it. Or
Like,
just say what it is. Because it is nice sometimes with the explanation. Like when they, like I'll say on replays, telling us why quickly.
I'm tired of Wes McCauley's shtick. I'll be honest with you.
I'm with you on that.
2
I
minutes
don't care for
fighting.
I don't care for it.
It was funny the first time.
Yeah.
And then it got real.
Okay,
old.
boys, have a good game. Let's go. Boom. Drop
Yeah.
puck. Shut up. Drop
Yeah.
the damn puck. Are you ready? You ready? Let's go. Goalie. Yeah.
They get the hot mic.
Yeah.
At the,
Stop it.
And at the World Juniors, they're starting to see that every
I
game.
can't stand
Okay, are you ready? You ready? Or Connor Bedard and Sidney Crosby, Bedard's first game, like, hey, welcome to the league. This is gonna
Shut
be,
up.
Just go. Like, quit
Yeah.
trying to make yourself.
Thanks, ref.
Yeah, like, okay, I have no idea who you
Dork.
are.
Yeah. Thanks, dork.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. But no, it's a great conversation, guys. I just saw that and I thought that I'd bring it up and, we could go around the room
I
and
enjoyed that very much, actually.
Round
you.
of clicks for you, Trev.
thank you. See, what do you look at me? Eh?
I think the
Bring stuff to the table.
birthday boy's in the building, by the way.
Birthday boy.
I do know that.
I could smell him.
You could smell him.
I smell excellence. Or maybe that's
It's-
Tommy. How's it going?
No, definitely not me. Mediocre at best.
Yeah, they're playing 21. I'm getting a little excited.
You kind of have like a standing like
It's almost my
time with Reed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably 11:15 every day for the last 6 months. It's been really fun. We've played over 60. We've played over 80 games, I believe, and I got a pretty good record against them. I'm not gonna lie, but
Why
that's
isn't
the
there
way
some
she
sort
goes.
of tournament or something being created in 21?
Yeah, there needs to be one.
Like, why aren't you guys doing anything with that?
I don't know. I never really thought of it, but I don't know if we have enough players.
You, Dusty, Reed, Brendan plays, Jay,
And
Zach.
Zach, I guess.
You got 6 people
that's
right there.
more than enough. Okay, well, I'll
we
get
had a
on that.
4-man Tecmo League for the longest
I
time.
guess. Yeah, I'll get on that. So have we talked?
No
Oh,
one
yeah,
has
we-
played
we-
crib yet this
We
year.
talked. Yeah, no.
Yeah, the
that
scoreboard
kind of,
hasn't changed.
No, I'm erasing that scoreboard.
Let's slow
We're now
down.
got to go into 2025, like a new scoreboard and stuff.
Yeah, we need to. That's a
If
clean
anyone
slate
wants to
there.
play. Actually, I did play Fergie one time.
Beggy.
He beat me.
Nice.
I
yeah,
like
he's,
Fergie.
he's
It's a fun game.
Good
he
guy.
knows what he's doing.
Oh, I like crib. It's a fun game.
Yeah. You ever play crib, Tom?
No.
Do you want to learn?
My ex tried. She
Maybe.
brought over a crib board once, and I was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
I'm sure I could make it fun.
She was very upset.
It's a fun game.
That's what
Very
she said.
enjoyable.
I
You're
said,
good with
"I don't
numbers.
care
You know how
for
to
it."
count. I think you're good with strategy. I think I could turn you into quite the
I
player.
think you're overestimating.
No, don't kid
It's
yourself.
just a enjoyable game to do like while you're watching TV. Even just
It's the
like
best camping
gameplay.
game. Remember, that's my grandpa. He'd make me play. He just Trev. You have to play now. I'm like, well, I don't really want to. I have to get homework done. It's like, well, too bad. Homework can wait. We have to play crib. I'm like, okay.
Does your grandpa? He didn't use ours properly, or did he have an accent?
Oh, he was English.
Oh, okay.
Trev.
Yeah, they don't use ours properly.
Yeah, Trevor.
Trevor.
Lieutenant
got-
Eric does that or Crokinole. I think there's only been one game with Crokinole played in this office.
It was
Dusty and Eric played.
I think it
when we
was.
first got that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's also been one chess game played. I beat Zach.
That's my surprise face. Not surprised. Just joking. I love you, Zach. But there are lots of games we're
You've
getting
chirped
at.
him a lot today.
I
Actually.
chirp. Well, everyone chirps me. I need to chirp someone. I chirp Zach. That's who I chirp.
Okay.
But yeah, we have lots of games here, and it's a lot of fun every day.
Even though we're supposed to be doing work.
We are working.
We work
Constructive.
sometimes. Oh, that's good.
Actually, heads up, the EST Golf Classic, the second annual. We announced it yesterday on Twitter. July 8th at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Stay tuned. If you're a Nasty Club annual member, you will get an email at some point next week with registration open exclusively to the Nasty Club members first. It will be first come, first serve, even for Nasty Club members, because there is only so much space you have in a golf tournament. So keep it locked. Keep it on your email. If it fills up, we will create a waiting list. After next week, if it doesn't fill up, we'll go to the week after to all of our regular nasties. It will be open up as well. And just a heads up too, we'll announce this a little bit later, but Edmonton Sports Talk, we're working with Capital Care. We're going to be part of their golf tournament later in August as well.
Nice.
So there is a couple of ways to golf with Edmonton Sports Talk this year. But our second annual EST Golf Classic is taking place July 8th at the Ranch for the Nasty Club annual members. Keep it locked here in the email next week. You never know when it's going to pop up. I'm not setting a specific time or anything like that, but it's going to come next week and registration will open.
And Matty's very harsh with deadlines and limits. So don't test him.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because you're like, oh, can't get in. Oh, no, sold out.
Well, yeah, if you sell out of something, like it can't just be like,
Yeah, but it's like-
here's another
it's like,
foursome. Like,
hey,
there's
Matt,
18 holes at the course. That's it.
Hey, Matt, somebody wants this. And you go, well, no, too late. We got to put them on the waiting list. And it's like,
Yeah, but I don't know like why that's like
you witnessed it.
that's what happens.
Here, have money. And you're like, nope, make them wait for it.
I have laws I have to follow.
There's rules.
The ranch is making me follow these laws. Like straight up,
Break
I
the
have
rules.
certain things I actually have to follow. So yeah, but like if I have only so many things, when it fills up, I can't be like, well, I'll just magically create a 19th hole.
One thing Matthew does not lack, it's discipline.
There's not much I can do on this. It's like
very
I'm literally
disciplined.
constrained to certain things.
Very disciplined.
Lock
can't
Lock
wait.
Shop coming up.
Yes.
2 guys and a goalie. EST afternoons. Reed Wilkins show with Jay Milne. 7 o'clock. GCLD's Ulster and pre and post game shows. Tom Gazzola, Hernan Salas, Matt Casson will get you set for Oilers and Golden Knights tonight.
One last thing about golf.
Very quickly.
Someone's asking another hole in one.
What about it?
Stay tuned. Remember we did the hole in one challenge?
We'll see. Stay tuned. On behalf of Tommy, YouTube Trev, thanks for having me on, boys. Brandon the intern, I'm Matt Wannick. Thanks for tuning into the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage on your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, Edmonton Sports Stock. Up next, Lock Shop. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Wannick, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today